We are here. after many difficulties. By difficulties, I mean I'm really dumb because I went to work without my house keys. I'm looking at my monitor when I should be looking at the camera, addressing the audience. Hello.
It's
I should
hard to
just look up.
do.
It is a little weird, especially because
Mhm,
I don't know. And also, I should probably have chat up so I can hear.
mhm, mhm.
Okay, it looks like
I could also pull up chat now that I think
Sam.
about it.
So
Oh,
I can at
Sam.
least
Hi,
see
Sam.
if things are working out. I'm joined
Also
by.
Grizzy. Hi, Grizzy.
I think we're like the only West Coast people, so I did not expect anyone on the East Coast or
There's
Central Time to join us. I guess PB
yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah. PB and CJ as well, but
Oh yeah, they're actually very close to me.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take this on the road. I'm gonna drive around and try and find them. All right, so I I've got the Nintendo Switch 2 right here. It was very funny because I work inside of the Best Buy I picked it up at, but I don't work for Best Buy. But it wasn't very busy today, but there were a lot of older customers who would come in and be like, "Hey, why is there so many people lined up outside? What's going on? Is it like an event? Something?" Be like, well, there's like a video game thing, and they'd be like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay." They just line up for that. I was like, "Yeah, they want to make
Mhm,
sure they can get one." And then I clocked out of work at 7, and then I went and like filled my car
God.
with gas, got snacks, and waited in line for 2 hours. So I was like, they had two separate lines for pre-order pickups, which is I'm very thankful for, and then another line for
Mhm.
people who wanted to buy one. And when I was driving off, I noticed the pre-order pickup line was wrapped around the block. So so
Oh my
people
God.
who guaranteed to have one are probably still getting theirs right now. But I'm excited to open this thing up. And let's see. Yeah, the Best Buy thing is they do have a lot, so I think it would be worth checking if there's one nearby you to
Mhm.
go and see in the morning if you don't have work or anything. But I'm gonna switch this over to a
Oh,
BRB screen while
Twitch.
I adjust the camera, even though I'll probably still audio will be coming through. But
Okay. Um, Jory, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
I'm not.
Okay, okay, cool. Let me see if audio's still coming. Yeah, audio is coming through on the stream. Okay, cool.
Okay, that's fine. I thought
Mhm.
if I had it muted, it'd have us muted, but they can hear us talking while I'm on BRB.
That's fine. That's
They,
fine.
they don't see the camera jostling around, at least.
Right, right, right. As you try to get everything set up for picking up the Switch. How many people? You said it was like a line outside around the corner?
On both sides of the store, where
Oh, okay.
there's one
Yeah.
line going around one side of the store for the pre-order pickups, and then on the other direction around
Okay.
for people wanting to buy them. And both
Got it.
lines wrapped around the side of the store, and then around to the
Mhm.
next side, to like the back of the building. And it's like
I see, I see.
it's like a shopping complex shared with a PetSmart, so it was like packed,
Mhm. Right, right. Yeah, I guess I've never gone to like a console release myself, which is kind of interesting to think of. But
the
I've heard stories.
I went to the original Switch one, and that one was
Okay.
not too bad. The only thing with that sucked is we didn't get to pick up the consoles at midnight Eastern time. We picked it up at midnight Pacific time.
Oh.
This was when I was in Central
Oh,
time.
sure.
So I'm sitting in
Right.
line at 10 p.m. and I'm on my phone. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, all the people on the East Coast are getting to have fun. They get to have fun with their Switches for 2 hours while I wait to play Breath
Right,
of the
right.
Wild.
Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. That's Wait, is Dakota in Mountain Time?
It's a fun thing that I like about South Dakota is the time difference goes straight through the middle. So the
Oh,
eastern
okay.
half of the state is Central Time, and the western half of the state is Mountain Time. But one of the things with that is it goes right through the capital of South Dakota, Pierre. But there's
Oh,
two
interesting.
towns on the mountain time is Fort Pierre, and on the central time is Pierre. So what they do, because it'd be a nightmare to have both of them on different time zones,
Mhm.
Pierre, both of them just do central time, except for the bars. They go off of mountain time, so they can stay open an hour later.
That's really funny.
All right.
That's really good.
It's like it's like more a kind of rural town
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
so they get a lot out of doing that too, because
Mhm.
it's like the only Walmart for like 100 some miles at least.
Mhm. Got it, got it. Okay, so Jory, I'm looking at this box here. You got the
Yes,
Mario Kart package.
I did
Uh,
because
okay.
as much as I wanted to taste a Nintendo Switch 2 cartridge on stream, I don't think it's worth the extra $30 it is to get a physical version of Mario Kart World. And I own
Yeah,
every other game that is getting a physical release for the Switch 2 on launch.
got
Uh,
it.
I own all the Switch 2 games. I have all the Switch 1 games that have two enhancements, and I do have a bunch of
Right.
them here that have patches for it that
Okay.
hopefully gonna try out. Um, and then I own like Cyberpunk on PC. I own Yakuza 0 on PC. I own Street Fighter on
Mhm.
PC. So it's just kind of like
There's not really a good reason.
I can't
Um,
justify the double dipping, even though I do want to know if they taste as bad as the Nintendo Switch 1 cartridges,
right, right, right.
which I have not tasted until since it's been 5 years or so. When Animal Crossing came
Okay.
out, I saw someone post, I wonder if Animal Crossing tastes as bad. And I went, okay, I'll see it. I don't give a fuck. But I'm going
Do you
to
think they
update
make
my.
every console generation taste worse?
Honestly, like for anyone who is curious about the tastes of like what the cartridges taste like because I've never done it, the closest comparison I have is, and this is gonna make it sound worse that I know this. It tastes like air duster. I don't know if you. I bite my nails a lot, so sometimes if I cleaned out my computer and then the like residue of it's gotten on my
Hmm.
fingers, and I bite my fingers and I taste it, it's the same kind of bitterant. I'm not doing whippets, I
Mhm.
promise.
It has a smell to it that smells bitter, at the very least.
Yeah, and something I did notice too with the cartridges is that not as much with this is a weird thing, and I know more about the taste of these video game cartridges than I should, but is that when they uh were first out like brand new, the console just launched. There's like a thick residue off of them, so like it wasn't visual, but putting a cartridge into my console would like leave it on my fingers, and I'd bite my nails and be like,
Mhm.
ah, that tastes gross. Um,
Right.
but years down the line, like 2019, 2020, 2021, I did not have that problem, which I find fascinating.
Mm, mm. Yeah, yeah, that totally tracks. That's
Let me get the last of my tweets out to say that I'm not locked out anymore.
uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, I missed if you were tweeting about being locked out.
I felt kind of. I wanted to. I thought it'd be funny to get pictures of rain through it, but I also immediately was like, "Oh,
Oh,
he's like confused that I'm not coming inside."
uh-huh. You need to teach him how to unlock the door for you.
He's almost smart enough.
I get that impression about him.
All right, so let's get this bad boy open.
Mhm. Now, Jory, are you on record talking about the branding of it being a Switch 2 and your thoughts on that?
I have not. I think
Is it-
I think even though Nintendo normally does something more fun for like the new iterations and something, I think they
Mhm.
learned the lesson about the Wii U and also the 3DS to a lesser extent. The 3DS I
Right.
think suffered this where moms and grandmas don't know. They see
Mhm.
Wii and then they see the U. They think it's an attachment. My little brother thought it was an attachment. He was like 10 or 11
Mm,
when the Wii U launched, so he thought it was just like a tablet you buy for your Wii. When
right.
no, it's a whole new thing, and I think that confused, especially for how successful the Wii was.
Uh-huh.
I think just having a two is gonna save them any of that trouble, even if it's not as fun.
I honestly think people are still gonna have trouble. because they're just
I
missing the switch.
I do think that's going to be an issue because I didn't get any of the physical. I kind of wish I had to know,
Yeah.
like, to see how it looks different from the regular Switch cases would have been really nice to know.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
The
wait, are those all
art,
Switch 2 cases?
these are
Those are all
all
Switch 2.
original Switch cases.
Those are all original Switch cases. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I have like
I
2 of those, so
it would be kind of fun if it was like Super Switch, but also I understand.
Mhm.
Let me get the light on here just a little bit more. I have my ring light set up,
Mhm.
which I like never do anymore. All right, we've got Joy-Cons. Oh, these are.
Okay, they're out of frame there we go. There we go.
It's a little. I'm gonna.
Yeah. How are they like weight-wise compared to like the
Let me
Switch
actually
ones?
grab. Let's do a.
And also, do you know if they put Hall effect sensors in these?
They are not Hall effect as far as I know.
They're not. God,
No, I don't think
when will they
anyone's.
learn?
I don't think any company is going to spring for that for like just the ones that come with it because it's a premium.
I
Even though
guess
they should pay that premium.
they put HD Rumble in them.
Yeah, these ones have mouse controls too.
They do, which I forgot. I always forget. Like, what are the new features? That mouse control is not one that I ever remember.
Mouse control, and then I know that the other big one is like the HD Rumble's even better than before.
Oh, okay, sure. That I could believe that.
Like,
I know it's magnetic, which is kind of the big thing. Ooh, okay, there we
that
go.
helps
That's
with
a
the
warm light.
contrast a little bit. Ugh. So they're a little bit easier to see now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
kind of. So
I
this is
I do think the black
the
color is a little bit like boring in comparison to the
yeah.
old ones, but
I do
I don't know.
kind of
People will
like
find ways
the
to customize them.
yeah, the colored accents are kind of nice. Oh, the
The
buttons
accents are
feel
good. How
the
are the
buttons
buttons?
the buttons feel way better. Like
Okay, okay,
everything's bigger.
okay.
Like you can
Oh
see the
yeah,
size
yeah.
difference. Like yeah, there's like a
Which totally makes sense, especially if you're using like a half of a controller as your controller,
yeah,
playing Mario Kart or something. Like it's very uncomfortable on the Switch.
yeah, especially because I never liked. I needed the Joy-Con straps, and even if I wanted the Joy-Con separate, and even then it felt too small. But this has like a
Mm.
good weight to it, in my
Mhm.
opinion. Let me get something. I'm in front of my TV. I'm gonna see if I can get color on my TV to also help with light.
Oh, okay.
Just something playing. I'll just put on one of the like Animal Crossing videos we leave on for rain. We just leave on like Animal Crossing 12
Aw.
hour cozy ambient.
Mhm.
Okay. So turn it down so it doesn't bleed in and we get in trouble for stealing music. Um all right, those are the
Okay.
Joy-Cons. This to the side, this to the side. Have the tablet. It's I'm gonna
Okay.
wait to take it out because I have a nice screen protector that I will apply.
Ooh. Okay, okay.
I'll move the box out of the way for now, so we can compare the. Oh wow,
Oh
that's
my god.
that is big improvement. I'm gonna run to my
Mhm.
room and grab my Steam Deck.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. No, that is, while you're running, I'm just gonna talk. That is, like, such a bigger difference than I anticipated. I mean, I feel like I've seen comparisons, but I think every time it just surprises me more than I was expecting going into it. Honestly, like, can
Just
you
the
move the Switch, the first Switch, and just compare how much of that is screen on this on the 2? It's
no. Let's see
Because I can
here.
tell on the 1, but on the
Yeah.
2, it's a little hard to see where the screen begins and ends.
Yeah, with the plastic cover, because as soon as I take
Oh,
this
we
out, I want to put the
yeah,
screen
we'll
protector on. But it
wait for the
is,
screen protector.
it's looking like it has about as much of a bezel, like per size, as the
As the
Switch
Switch?
One.
Okay,
To, I'm just do that screen protector now, because
okay.
I'm also
No,
bad
that's
at screen protectors.
really oh, I'm
But
terrible at them.
I've gotten better at them, and they've come across. I also got like a nice one that I think has like, oh hell yeah, it has one of the applicators. Let's go.
Okay, that helps a lot.
Yeah. All right. Because well, as soon as I got my pre-orders in, I was like,
Mhm,
because I got this one for pickup, and then I also got one I think I got the Walmart one first, and then I was like, I want to make sure
uh-huh,
both me and my girlfriend have one because I'm 31 years old, but I also don't want to share.
mhm.
I don't know how to share. Okay. Got the instructions, application guide, move controllers, clean, place device in, align. Oh, that's easy. Okay. So my gross hands, avoid touching the screen. Nice. See here. Peel tab 1. Option tab all the other things to. Oh, it doesn't even have like the squeegee things or anything, I don't think. Oh, maybe that's in here.
Huh,
What is this? Okay, there's. Okay, there's
okay.
the dust removal sticker. Oh, wow, maybe it doesn't even need one. Oh. If there's a bubble, I also will not care because this device is up to
Mhm,
4K docked, so I think
I
I'll be
see.
doing plenty of that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. The one thing that I shouldn't say the one, there's a few things I find a little disappointing about Switch 2 from the specs, but, one of the main ones is that they went back to the old screen. I'm sure they will do an
Mm,
OLED version eventually, but,
yeah,
it
that
is
would be
a little
nice.
it is a little bit disappointing to see them going back to the old screen while they made the screen bigger
Yeah,
because,
I
like
yeah, I do find it interesting, and I feel like it's a slept on feature that more
Mhm,
people should be talking about because I ultimately do not care about like the lay gamer opinions, the
mhm.
weirdo redditors and stuff going like it's not even as strong as a PS5 Pro because it's not what it's about.
No,
If
that's
you're,
not I don't care too much about that.
but no, everyone seems to ignore that it's 120 hertz undocked, which is
Mhm,
crazy. That is
yeah.
like 120 hertz portable screen for a device that's 450. I think the MSI Claw and the higher end ROG Ally and maybe the
Mhm,
Lenovo Legion Go, I'm not sure on that one, have 120 hertz or 144 hertz portable screens. But those things have
mhm.
2 hour battery lives and they're like almost twice the cost of the Switch 2.
Right. No, it is impressive. And also, like, I think a comparison point that's missing there is, like, really, it's a handheld it is both, but it
Yeah.
is kind of it's a handheld. It's like, compare that to the 3DS.
Yeah.
Like, compare that to the PS Vita, you know? It's
Yeah.
like and to be fair, there aren't any other new handhelds to compare it to,
No.
unless you count, like, the Steam Deck, but that's
Yeah, there's the Steam
I
Deck.
feel
The
like
Steam Deck, I think, is the
not the
closest in
same.
price. Yeah, they're two different markets, and that's something that I
Mhm.
feel like is lost on PC gamer people. Is they're like, I can play every Nintendo game through emulation on my Steam Deck. It's like, yeah,
Sure.
but the 8-year-old doesn't know to ask for the Steam Deck and then how to go into the Linux desktop mode and install EmuDeck. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like a lot of my, I do think like uh emulation and preservation is important, and like it sucks to see like
Mhm.
the Switch Online and stuff, but also I'm glad it's there so that a 9-year-old can just go, what
Right.
is this Super Mario World game? What is this Super Metroid game
Mhm,
on my dad's Switch? And go, oh, this is
mhm,
awesome.
mhm. And if you, the listener, happen to be a 9-year-old who has figured that out, 1, congratulations, and 2, you probably shouldn't be watching the stream. Um,
Yeah, you should go to bed. I might.
yeah.
Well, it depends on where you live. It might be a school night. Some places are out of school. Some places aren't.
Mm.
Whoa, that is crazy.
Actually, really smart release timing for Nintendo doing it right at school break start. I
I
didn't
didn't
think
even
about
think
that.
about that. That is well. Okay, so there's a
I think that's a release.
there's a release lever here. So you
Yeah.
see it pushing out there. So when I
Mhm.
put it in there, it snaps in there pretty
So it's
well.
like a
It
really
feels
it's like
sturdy.
a sort of neodymium magnet, but then it has a little release to help you get it
Yeah,
further away. Further
and what
Okay, that's pretty cool.
and when it's in, it's like you're not gonna you have to like put some force in to be able to release it too.
Mhm.
So it's not gonna just like, you're not gonna be playing it and going whoa, and then the Joy Cons are gonna come out. So this almost just looks like a big Vita. The
A little
roundedness of
bit.
it,
A
the
little bit. The
roundedness of it makes me
roundedness.
think of the
Now,
Vita.
okay, could you hold it at, like, an angle so it's very clear where the screen actually, that's perfect way to see kind of where the screen would because that almost makes it look bigger than the Steam Deck in terms of the screen. Just you know?
Yeah, let me
It and I don't think it is, but it looks really close.
I think my Steam Deck might be dead. I was gonna say I can power them on.
That's okay. But, like, yeah, I can see the bezel on the Steam Deck a little bit, like or not the
Yeah,
bezel, but, like, the edge of the screen.
I
It's very
think
faint, but I can see it. It's hard to tell
comparing
what.
them, I think the Switch 2 has a bigger screen.
Okay. Alright, now compare the weight of the 2, like.
That's a no brainer. Well, the Switch 2 is definitely lighter, but it's not too bad. I think
I think that's a plus, though.
the
Like,
Switch
if
2
it
is
is.
better to hold, because
Mhm,
the problem I have with the Steam Deck is that I can't sit and play it like a Game Boy. I can't have my arms up like this without them resting on something like I can with the
yeah,
Switch. It's something
mhm,
that like I need to have them resting on my arms, resting on something, because on my knees, resting on something, because it's heavy and
mhm,
awkward, and especially for my wrists. This, I don't know if I'll have that issue. This feels really good to
mhm,
hold. And also something I've noticed, it doesn't feel as weird holding the Switch 2 as it did uh when I whenever I play the Steam Deck for a while and then I go to the Switch, the original Switch, because
mhm.
it's like light and small
Right,
compared to how beefy this is.
right.
All right.
Whereas this
So
is like I don't know, I feel like it's a nice happy meet. It's like, I mean, it might be a bigger screen even. We'll see, but
I'm gonna, because I will power it on and then so I can at least
does it need
see.
to does is it gonna do its, like, one-time startup, thing? Okay. Yeah, that seems like a one-time startup sort of splash screen a little bit.
Okay.
I think I think that's a wider screen. Don't know if it's taller, but that's really impressive.
Oh, that feels good to take those out.
Mhm, mhm,
With the Switch, it always felt like, am I fucking up the Joy Cons? But there's like a
mhm.
comparison. Oh, I think it's like
Oh,
just
it's bigger.
barely, just barely
Yeah.
bigger. Okay, I'm gonna put this away for now and go through the rest of the
Mhm.
box. So because
Okay,
I
okay.
want to do the setup
Yeah,
on like
let's do the
stream.
unboxing and stuff, yeah. Have you been following, updates about the new games and stuff like that, or not so much?
I have a little bit. I don't check Nintendo Daily as much as I thought I would.
Uh-huh,
Just because it's like it gives little tidbits, and I'm not that interested. But I
yeah,
do. I'm excited for Donkey Kong. I know there's a
mhm.
lot of people who don't like the updated Donkey Kong look. Oh, these Joy-Con straps look
Are there?
interesting.
I really think the new Donkey Kong look is good. Okay. Oh,
I
that's fascinating.
I think it's one of those things where it looks a little awkward
Mhm.
through the reveal, but like in motion, it has just a much more lively, like cartoonish look that I think suits Donkey
Yes.
Kong. I think a lot of
I
people are attached to the rare designs from Donkey Kong Country and 64 and
okay,
stuff.
that's fair. That's
But I
really
think
yeah,
the
that
big eyes
is
really suit DK, and I saw a
mhm,
render of him and Diddy that looked amazing. Like
mhm.
I think it looked really good.
I don't know,
Okay.
it's funny because, like, I can't help but compare it to, like, Wind Waker, where I'm like, I think the cartoony style really did a lot for that. So okay. Okay,
Doing a
okay.
little bit better on
Oh,
camera
that's
for this
so
one.
interesting.
I think this is where you get the mouse controls too.
Oh, okay.
And
Is it
then
also using magnets there?
yeah, it is. And
And is it the same release mechanism?
this also
Oh, yeah.
feels better than the Switch 1 Joy-Con
Oh,
straps because the first thing I
those
did
are
putting them on was put them on
mhm.
backwards.
Oh, yeah, all the time. They're very annoying.
And that like Donkey Kong is
Mhm.
exciting, especially because that's been a
Yeah.
long rumored thing. Is a Mario Odyssey like Donkey Kong game has been rumored since
Mhm.
like 2018 or 19,
Sure, no,
and
that's
it'll be
yeah, that's
really cool to see that. I do have the Mario Kart World here.
okay,
The
okay.
download code's not on stream because it's my video game.
Mhm, mhm.
I know
Darn
better.
it, I can't snipe it. Ah.
Oh, cool. So the USB-C dock is a USB-C charger.
Mhm.
See if I can get it to focus. Maybe not, but you can see it's
Yeah,
USB-C.
I can see it at a distance. Mhm. Yeah,
And it's not
USB-C, nice.
it's not just the full brick. It's a
Mhm.
detached brick with a USB-C. And then
Sure.
oh, it does come with a Joy-Con.
Nice that they actually give you a brick, unlike a lot of electronic devices these
Yeah,
days.
the Joy-Con
Okay, yeah,
handle.
that old thing, well, I never
Not
know
a
what to
fan of
call
it.
that thing. It's I'll use it, but I think I'd rather just hold the 2 controllers in my hands.
Yeah. This is so much nicer that it just
Uh,
like snaps in like that.
mhm. Yeah, I am notoriously fine with basically any controller for multiplayer games, so, like, I tend to take, like, the worst possible one a lot of the time. Um, um, except for, like, a Wii wheel, I can't do Wii wheel Mario Kart Wii, but,
That's fair.
I can, it's rough. Okay, okay,
There's the dock.
that's
Oh, it's much
oh, that's
thicker.
also rounded.
Yeah, it's nicer. It's got. I think when I was testing
Look
this out on
mhm,
last night, it looked more
eh,
clear than it is coming through now.
that's
I
okay.
guess I didn't anticipate how black everything was.
Looks like it's very focused on the box.
Yeah, and then oh,
Okay.
the back of it isn't like a hook. It doesn't hook in the same way that. Oh, this is also coming back though.
Oh,
And then
okay.
inside there you got
So, yeah, I can't tell what ports you have here. Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, I see a
got
USB-C and a HDMI and an Ethernet.
yeah. Okay.
It is
Sweet.
HDMI, I'm assuming?
Yeah. That would be
Okay.
fun if it had like a display port.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be really cool, though I don't really expect them to do that.
Yeah. Or kind of like how the Dreamcast has a VGA port.
I always forget that the Dreamcast has a VGA port.
It's really funny.
Mhm.
All right.
Because it's like, "Wait, what is this for?" I don't know.
It's kind of like how the
I
expansion slots underneath the
yeah,
GameCube, besides the Game Boy player, are for like
right.
an Ethernet adapter, like a
Mhm.
broadband adapter before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my component cables and, like, use a weird conversion box
Yeah.
instead probably if I'm playing Dreamcast. But,
This is going to be for people who pay enough attention. The HDMI cable is a little different than the previous
Oh!
Nintendo HDMI cables.
Mhm. Is it a stiffer cable? I can't really tell based off of how
The
you're
the
holding it,
end
but
doesn't have as many notches and it's thinner.
mhm. It's thinner, okay.
And it's a little bit darker too, which matches the
Mhm.
console
That
stuff.
matches the design.
Okay,
I'm
so
thinking that will cue people in that it's a different console. I'm still not, necessarily I mean, the thing
I
is, if people mess up, it's more money for Nintendo,
yeah, I
typically.
do think it's one of those things where it's hard to avoid. I don't know if anything will come to being as bad ever as the Wii U. The
Yeah, that's
closest I think
would
when it comes to like branding that's as bad is when Microsoft switched over to
mhm.
the Series X and Series S. The the
Yes.
the
That
boxes for the games look the same as
mhm.
because they wanted brand unification, which I understand that from like a brand
Sure,
perspective,
sure.
but the way to tell which console it was intended for was which console was
Mhm.
listed first on the game case. So if
Oh,
it
that's
was the
annoying.
Xbox Series X/S version, it would say for Xbox Series S/X. But if it was the
Mhm.
Xbox One version, because the Xbox Series consoles are backwards compatible, it would say
Right.
Xbox One slash Xbox Series X/S.
Ah, that's so annoying. No, I just remember, like, aunts and uncles, getting confused between, like, Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, which is, like
Yeah. I
like,
feel like that might
honestly
happen with
not
Nintendo and Super,
yeah.
like the Super Nintendo and regular NES.
Oh, I'm sure, that was a little before my time, but, I'd absolutely believe it. Um, I do
Look at the
think
screen. So it's setting up.
mhm.
Yeah.
I imagine someone has a story of, just, like, receiving, a CD when their console took cartridges, like, at a certain point in time.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Um, like, going from did Sega Saturn use cartridges still?
It had a RAM cartridge, but it also
RAM
had
cartridge?
discs. So
Oh,
do
it
you
did have
remember
both,
how
okay.
insane the Sega Saturn launch was?
Saturn is before my time. The first console that, like, I had exposure to was the Genesis, so
So the Saturn, the thing with the Saturn's launch is that Sega shadow dropped the launch of a console. So they were live
mhm.
at like it wasn't E3, but it was like a similar like gaming convention,
That's
and it
so
was like
wild.
they in the middle of their press conference, it was like, yeah, the Sega Saturn is now on sale, and a lot of businesses just had them for a while and had no idea when they could sell them, which is like
Mhm.
that could maybe that wouldn't work today because of like businesses and stuff wouldn't want to do that, but
Sure.
that's pre inter like people having
Mhm.
phones to look at to tell them that stuff is launched. Like that's
Sure,
crazy.
sure. Yeah, I mean, I in some ways, I yearn for that sort of, like just, like, I don't care
Chaos.
about the profit of it. Like, yeah, it's just almost innocent in a way. It's like, I don't wanna glorify the past too much. I see too much of that. But I do think, like, I don't know, companies, like, not being like, "Well, this doesn't give us the greatest return on our investment, we can't do this," like, that sort of thing bothered it's like, it's oh, I just noticed the Mario Galaxy planet in the Be Right Back screen.
Yeah.
I think that's Mario Galaxy? It
Oh
looks like
wait, which
Mario
one?
Galaxy. Is it a Mario Galaxy planet in behind the Moonshot warehouse?
To the
There's a
right?
it's like right to the right of the sign.
Yeah, that's King Kai's planet from Dragon Ball.
Oh, it totally is. Okay.
I think I
No,
put
I'm
a
like,
Mario Galaxy planet on that's cut off by the black bars on the side where the page gets filtered.
oh, okay,
And then
okay.
the ones on the
Back to that.
left are Homestuck.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting those unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. Um,
that one's for someone to see take like severe psychic damage.
mm-hmm.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
I
know. I've heard a
also
lot of people talking about Homestuck lately, maybe because Deltarune, but
yeah. Oh, yeah, one other thing that I did get because I liked the original, so the Pro
oh
controller.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
See, I'm curious. I have an 8-bit Do controller, and I'm curious if it would be compatible with it.
and it should be because all the Bluetooth controllers and it's backwards compatible with accessories. But I also got
Yeah.
the new Pro controller to see the
Oh.
difference because I also just I like the Pro controller and
Mhm.
I don't like segmented D-pads. I do think this
Okay.
one does feel better in general than the last one,
Mhm.
but and it feels better than the DualShock 4. I have not touched the
Okay.
DualShock 5 really, but
Is the DualShock 5 the DualSense? Are those like the
yeah.
same
Oh yeah,
thing?
it's a DualSense. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So this is
Oh, that
this is
is
almost the same thing.
okay.
Yeah, like the same. This one feels a little bit better. It
Uh-huh.
also does not have the textured grips that just got gross from my sweaty hands.
Hmm.
It's not clear either, which is kind of a bummer because clear plastics
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
I do remember. Do you remember you would remember the account? There's
Mm.
like a Super Bionicle fan account that followed a bunch of
Oh,
us for a while,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they'd
I'm
tweet
I'm
Bionicle
aware.
facts. And
Mhm.
I remember asking about the clear plastics that they used, and the reason why a
Mhm.
lot of things moved away from that is because they're flimsier, like they're weaker to pressure and stuff.
Yes. So I can speak on this a little bit. I mean, like, for one, really like that aesthetic. My Game Boy Color was like a see-through purple. It was awesome. And there's like an e-ink tablet that I'm aware of where like one of their recent models had a like see-through plastic version for one thing, but their newer one they couldn't manage it for flimsiness reasons. So kind of an interesting thing. Yeah. It's a bigger screen, which is why they couldn't manage it for that new one.
So this controller feels uh, a, a lot better than the Switch Pro controller. It feels like the
Okay.
D-pad is a big one, where
Yeah,
it's
that
like the
looks like
thickness.
that's like classic like
It's not as
I don't know.
stiff as this one feels, as the Switch one does.
Yeah. I mean that's the 8-bit do I have has a D-pad like the same sort of D-pad design. I don't know specifics because that one kind of feels like 4 buttons despite being
Okay.
a D-pad. Unlike
Oh yeah.
like well, I guess if you push down on it, then you can like rock to either side. Um, but it's my comparison point is like the Dreamcast D-pad to me,
Oh
because
yeah.
that's like very much like you really can like hit angles with it in a very particular way that you I don't think can in a lot of modern D-pads, which is understandable.
To get my Switch 2 console connected, and we can go through the setup.
Okay. Were you day one? I'm pre-ordering this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I probably would have been like that even if I did not watch the conference, but I saw Mario Kart World. I was like,
Mhm,
oh shit, that looks great. Saw Donkey Kong, that looks
mhm,
great.
mhm,
And then Kirby Air Riders is like, that's a must buy. And I don't want to fight trying to get
mhm.
one in the holidays. I want to get it right away. And
Yeah.
also, in the no fun zone part of it, I wanted to get it in case the price of our electronics got jacked up.
Understandable.
Like I use Microsoft has like a free rewards thing that I use,
Mhm.
that I use, and I had enough points saved up to where, like, right when the stuff got announced, that I was like, you know what? I just want to get the upgraded Series S, and I had enough points saved up to just
Mm. Mhm.
get that. So that I'm glad I got that in like back in like early March, because like I don't even want to like worry about it.
Right.
And then Microsoft announced their
I
price
get that.
increase like a month later.
Mhm. Yeah, it's totally King Kai's planet. God, can't believe I couldn't tell it was King Kai's planet. Yeah, I'm curious how long it'll take them to hack this one.
Well, the you know how the Switch One got hacked, right?
Yeah, I do. It was a firmware bug in the Tegra chip. Um,
Do you know the other part of what like helps people access the like debug menus and stuff?
oh, you mean the thing with the pins because of the debug mode?
Yeah, because the way like
Mhm.
they didn't think anyone could hit the pins without a Joy-Con, so like the access to it
Right.
when it's disconnected from there.
Well, it turns out paper clips. Also, people make like if you're thinking of doing those, people make devices to make it easier. You can break your device if you use a paperclip wrong. Just so you know, it is only launch switches, which I do have. I think mine is a launch switch. Granted, I've really put that thing through the ringer, if I'm being honest.
That's fair.
I had to replace the battery and messed up a couple things in the process, but it was fun.
A little bit. I don't know if it's just because of the loose connection where the power is, but I'm having trouble with the original power adapter for the Switch 2 dock. Or maybe it's not that. I don't know.
Mm,
But I'm
mm.
figuring it out over swapping out.
Okay, cool.
Not a hassle.
Mhm. Yeah. I know newer Switches can also be hacked, but it's, like, a different process, and I think you have to actually get, like, some piece of, like, physical hardware installed to do it or something like that. Um, which is kinda cool, but, yeah, I'm very curious to see if, people are gonna hack this. I know there was some people were like, "Well, there was a rumor that Nintendo would just, like, be able to remotely brick the console if you hacked it. I don't think that's actually true. I think it's just the regular, like, your account gets banned.
Yeah,
Which may
so
have happened to some people on the network, I'm not naming names, Riley.
yeah,
Um,
they recently expanded their EULA to that it'll
yeah,
like brick your account forever instead of just the console. So
I
they'll
see.
like disable your account, and anyone, if you do the Nintendo Family Share, it could also affect them.
Okay, interesting. So that is a little different, but it's not that different. Oh, hi, Jory. Okay.
I meant to pick up a tripod for my webcam, and I forgot, so it's sitting on my microphone like a professional.
Like a professional. You know Hermitcraft, the Minecraft thing?
I know I've seen you
Of
guys
it?
talk about it.
Yeah. Well, one guy on there uses a tissue box as his microphone stand. So, I wouldn't feel too bad. Okay. Oh,
There we go.
all right.
Let's see. Here. Oh, you're missing out on some like This is a very reactionary, but on Wii quality ambient music playing.
Okay, hold on. I'm
Let me
going to
let me see if I can
they
switch
can
it over for you real quick. See if
I
we can
can
get
look
this.
under the stream. Oh yeah,
Okay,
I got this.
this is good.
No, it sounds really cool. That's like I don't know. The Wii Shop theme for the Wii is just the best.
Oh yeah.
Moon Song was also very good. Um,
The thing that I think a lot of people have criticized about the original Switch that this already has more going on for it is the like
mhm.
lack of personality to using it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
So like how I remember when I got the Switch One on launch night and then took it home and I saw that there's a light and a dark theme and I saw there's a theme section and I thought in my brain I was like, okay, that means they're gonna release more. Like when they released a bunch of themes for the 3DS, and
Mm-hmm.
I had the Dreamcast one, big surprise. But and a lot of stuff was cool and changed the system sounds to be like the Dreamcast. I thought
Mhm.
surely the Switch will do no.
Oh, they changed. Wait, they added. I didn't know they had the Dreamcast sounds for that. That's
For the
really
3DS,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, like the swirly. I'm not doing a good job replicating
Yeah.
it. But,
So on my Switch, I'm doing a system transfer
okay, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting.
because it'll transfer the data. Make sure systems Switch 2 system is nearby. It does have the option for I don't have a Switch 2 yet.
Wait, then what are you transferring it to?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna see if I need to like how far along I need to get on this, but I want to have it ready on here because I also have a bit prepared.
Okay, I'm excited. I also might miss it because there might be sounds related to it, and I'm not getting your console sound.
That's all right. Following software to be transferred removed. Oh, this is my girlfriend. Oh, this is my girlfriend's Switch. I'm a
Oh.
dummy. I should have realized that when it was a light theme.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because she's one of those people who uses light themes and everything.
Ah.
Okay, here we go.
I did not realize that the Switch had separate language options for Spain Spanish and Latin American Spanish. It's very interesting.
Not meaning to do my job here, but something I think is very cool about Google's
Mhm.
Chromebooks is that because
Mhm.
I'm a Chromebook representative for Best Buy, whatever, but they have like multiple. They have like 8 different options for Spanish. They have like
Mm.
for different dialects for like different Central American countries, which is
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
that's impressive
absolutely.
that Google would actually do that. Like
Mhm.
if any company's capable of doing it, it would be Google. But
Yeah, that's true. No, I remember trying to play the latest Pokemon Gen in Spanish and like struggling immensely at the Spain dialect differences.
save data from this following software will be removed from the system and transferred to the Switch 2. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Let's Go Pikachu, Legends Arceus, Splatoon 2, Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Fitness Boxing Fist of the North Star demo version, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Pokemon Cafe, Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Violet, Age of Calamity demo, Hulu, and Daemon X Machina. Hulu, which isn't even compatible on the Switch 2.
So all those are getting transferred over?
Apparently.
Or
I'm not sure
okay,
how this is all going to work, but we'll see.
really interesting. It's like getting a new iPhone where they do the
Yeah.
really weird scan this moving image thing,
Oh,
which
yeah.
makes no sense to me.
Alright, English. I did DS, okay. Region, the Americas. View EULA. Also, I'm gonna preemptively turn down the Elgato just a little bit, just in case
Hmm.
the audio mixing is bad on.
Let me check it real quick.
Because I'm always never I'm never sure how to like properly balance that stuff. I don't need to read the EULA. I think I am fine.
It's louder than us, but not terrible. I'm also a little louder than you, it sounds like, but not horribly
Yeah,
so.
that's probably true. I think I have
I
you
can.
cranked up in Discord because you're always quiet for me.
Oh, okay. I could also
I,
turn down my gain a little bit if you
I
prefer.
have you at 200%, so that's on me.
Okay.
and mine is because my preamp is all the way away, and I'm about as loud as I can get. Internet? Why do I need to fuck
Yeah,
around
real
and set up
professionals of us,
internet?
an hour, 10 minutes into the stream, checking the video.
Don't set for now because I have Ethernet. Los Angeles, Vancouver is 3. It's not 3:15. That.
No, that is.
Why is it 3:15?
Isn't that Mario Day? Wait, what day is Mario Day?
It is Mario Day. That's cute. Okay.
Yeah, that is cute.
Oh yeah, this is like a 60 FPS UI. That is nice.
Oh, this is really pretty.
This already has
The,
so
the
much
way
more personality.
the way they're tweening the numbers, like I recently did that for some stream stuff, and this is gorgeous.
Very
This
satisfying.
UI.
You know, I don't know if you have the same feeling I have, but I feel like getting a new device, and this is I hate being lay epic nostalgia guy because people are like video games suck now, they're not as good as when my parents weren't divorced. Those kind of people are annoying because they're wrong. There's great things, you're just not looking. Some of the magic of like starting up a new device is gone. Like the UIs aren't nearly as fun. Like I remember getting the GameCube, and that is a fascinating device to go through. Like,
I didn't own a GameCube, but I can imagine. I mean,
but
the Wii
similarly
was
to
very fascinating.
similar to like just having like a fresh UI. What consoles didn't have that, so it's just like
Yeah, no, that
more
makes sense.
fun. And something that bummed me out about Xbox having a unified system and PS4 to 5 to a lesser extent is that
Yeah.
I get for user reasons. They get the new box, they start up. It's like Xbox, it's synced, so you get a new Xbox. It's just you're in. It looks exactly how you had it. All of the layouts, everything's. It's higher resolution because it outputs the menus at a higher resolution, but that's it. PS4 to 5, I think it's a little bit similar, but it's like I don't know, it's not as exciting.
Yeah. Also, to be very clear to people watching the stream, the border you see on the stream is not actually on the Switch. That is the layout, just to be very clear.
That's fair. That would be fun if I could apply a border.
It'd be really cool. No, the one exception that I've seen more recently, which I do not actually own one, but the Playdate, I've seen like when you first launch it has a very cool like
Have you
startup
ever
thing.
played with one?
Never actually. No, I have actually. I played
Did you
with.
know that they're headquartered in Portland, Oregon, where I am?
I did actually. It's very cool.
They were. I went at like a pop-up event kind of thing they were at where. So there's the OMSI. It's getting the system transfer
set up. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But at the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, which is kind of like a science museum, and they do after dark dates, which I thought it was like a whole thing because they had like a gaming one, and I went with a friend, and they had Playdate was set up there, and they had like something you could try out, and that device is really cool. It's way cooler than I thought it was just hearing about it, and I want one now, especially because it's like really like nice and compact and almost like it's like this size.
Yeah.
Like,
it looks really cool.
Well, I had to update. Okay, but the other thing with that I thought was funny is like, oh yeah, they're gonna have a bunch of game. They had a little bit of gaming stuff set up, but what it really was, and I feel this is a very Portland thing, was you can explore the museum without any fucking kids running.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do not.
Okay. No, at I had, like, a work convention, and people there were showing off, like, that they had programmed Flappy Bird into the Playdate. So
Oh, that's fun.
and to be clear, I don't work in games, I just work in software. Um, so I did set the high score, on their thing, which was fun. Um, but yeah, it was really cool. The game did not involve the crank at all on it, which, oh well. But
Oh, that is really interesting.
yeah, it was just very simple Flappy Bird, basically. Um, okay, cute.
I'm
Um,
doing it all on my phone so people can't steal my
okay,
info.
yeah, yeah, good.
Okay, now here, I'll have this set up so
Mhm. Um, oh yeah, and the other thing with the Playdate was, this was, maybe, no, this was half a year ago. I think it was a little bit before, we did the ground control stream. Remap Radio did, like, rankings of, the, console, like, startup intros. Like,
Oh,
Dreamcast has the swirl and stuff like that,
yeah.
and they did, like, a tier list of them. And that's, like, one where you get a little bit more of the personality in the older consoles that you don't get as much in the newer ones. Um, which, I don't know, very, very fun to watch that. Just also a bunch of ones that I didn't know about, where I'm like, I never owned a PS1. Oh my god, this is a really cool startup screen. Or the SNES Japan only satellite Satellaview attachment, like the BSX thing,
Yeah,
has
that
its
has
own startup screen.
it has a startup screen that's like an Earthbound like hub world.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I have
Also, just like the
vinyl
overworld of
pressing
that
with all
whole
the
thing.
music. Like I have
Oh,
a vinyl
okay.
pressing that has all the music, and the Christmas one is funny because it has like a 16 Super Nintendo rendition of
Mhm.
Last Christmas by Wham.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Dude, the
Jory,
fucking
you are slightly out of frame. Oh, there you go. You're moving. um, no, that's one really cool. Also, just the Satellaview BSX thing is like one of the coolest things. Like, I specifically the menu, like the main menu where it's like a little game where you walk around to access stuff.
yeah.
It's so cute. But yeah, I don't know, but it's like that's the personality stuff that I feel like in a lot of modern consoles isn't there. So it's like I don't want to like repeat like people being like, oh, modern gaming isn't the same. And there are points to be made there about like commercialization of games and
Yeah.
microtransactions and things like that. But there is still plenty of good stuff. I just find a lot more of it to be indie than I used to. Um,
The thing where I think for a lot of people they want the algorithm. It's like what is it called? The monoculture does not exist anymore. So
mhm,
like you don't see people aren't all into the same thing. You're not fed the same kind of stuff.
mhm,
So it's like
absolutely.
it's harder to find the things that you're looking for
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Oh, all right. Oh, hello, corporate grief in the chat.
Oh, that's that's Jeremy who I work with. Thanks for
Ah.
stopping in. It's downloading data. Do I have time for the bit? I don't think I do. 6 minutes left. I think I have barely enough time. Okay. Um.
Okay.
Let's see.
I will ad lib so you can prepare the bit. No, it's weird because the Switch has been around for a really long time, and I always forget exactly how long, but I want to say it had like a 7 year, like, I mean, I don't want to call it a lifespan because it's still very much alive, but it's like 7 year in the spotlight sort of situation. Um, so I don't know. Also, I think doing like looking into it, like I think this is the first Nintendo console in like forever that Iwata did not have any input on.
Oh,
Because
that's
I think
probably
Iwata had
yeah.
some input in the Switch. Even though he passed a ways before its release, I'm pretty sure he did have some quite a bit of input, at least in the initial designs.
Yeah,
So I
I
don't think he
know
did in this one.
these are the kinds of things that, despite how what people might think about cycles, as soon as the Switch
Hmm.
One comes out, they're probably like, okay, we need to lay out the groundwork for the next one.
Right, right. Um, like it takes a lot of time. Like I remember like when people were like, "Oh, well, the tariffs will they'll just figure out a way to make the switches in the United States." Like that's not feasible on a quick time scale, and that's just the production. That's not like the designing stages or anything like that, or the programming stages, or so much goes into it. It's honestly pretty incredible. Um, but yeah, so it's kind of just exciting to see like I don't know how is this going to be different
Yeah.
um, than what it used to be. Um, Like, is there like something where if you were to compare it to an old console, where you really wish like there was something from an old console they brought back?
Hmm.
Because I think for me, like the splash screens, like that I mentioned before, I'm like I really miss these splash screens. Like I think the
The
Switch has like one on the first time startup, but that's it.
PS2 like save file icons.
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
are you not as familiar with those?
Yeah, yeah. I'm vaguely aware of them. I think the Wii kind of had something like that, but you had to go deep into menus to find them,
Yeah, it was
if
kind of
I'm
like I guess
remembering
the
exactly.
closest comparison would be the like the splash screens as you said when you put a disc into the Wii and it has the like block.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I could not get
I
my bit working, but my this doesn't want to cooperate. But I was just saying, when I was setting up that for like setup or a download or something, I was gonna pull up Video Ninja on my iPad and go to the kitchen and get a
Okay.
snack. But I think I am just going to be right back and leave it on this while I do that.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. No, cool, cool. Um, yeah, no, I'm trying to think. I get why like they those screens were in my understanding. I could be wrong about this. They were ways to make sure the console loaded everything it had to preload in advance. And it would show them as a neat visual while the console was getting ready. They don't need to do that anymore. But I do feel like they lose a little bit of personality without them. Um, but I also understand like, oh, I want to play this like right now, sort of like. So I can understand why someone wouldn't want them, but it is something that I like quite a bit, and do miss to an extent. I'm trying to think of like, I mean, talking about like older features. There were things that just don't make sense to bring back, but I thought were really cool at the time, like the Dreamcast memory cards that plugged into the controllers, and I'll bring this up with Jory when they're back because it I don't know, really really cool thing. Jory, did you hear any of that? Or was talk? Oh, yeah, headphones. There you
All
go.
right.
Um,
Yeah,
I was I was
these headphones
mentioning.
are a gamer headset, but I'm coming
Ah,
through my regular microphone instead of here. But this is just so I can
okay.
hear both the console
Hmm.
and whoever joins us. Even though I think we're probably by ourselves
It's
for the
probably
night.
just us. Yeah, I was talking about a little bit about the first off, the splash screens I feel like were originally designed because the console had to like load up assets in advance. Old consoles had
Oh,
to, and it was like a thing they could show in the meantime. So they don't
okay.
really need them anymore, but I think they lose a little personality without it. And then the other thing I was mentioning was Dreamcast's memory cards that plugged into the
Yeah,
controllers.
the VMU.
Um, yeah, they're called VMUs. Always forget that name, but
Those
they're so
have
cool.
the best usage of those that I genuinely had, which is for the wildest pick, I think, and way out
Mhm.
of left field from what I think anyone would expect me to bring up, is for football games. Because you could set it
Oh,
so
okay.
you pick the plays on the VMU, so you couldn't like
What?
kind of like screen peek and see, oh, they're picking a run play, I'll pick a run defense play.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's like a really creative and like engaging use for it live in the game,
Mhm.
like not even as a little guy dancing and then you take it out and play a little mini game like you do with a lot of games. Like it actually
Yeah.
improves the game itself, which is really cool.
No, that is cool. That's like early Wii U sort of stuff. Like you have your little tablet there in your controller, but it's
I
smaller
feel
in that
like
case.
the gaming industry abandoned second screen gaming too soon. Because
Maybe.
not second screen in the way that Netflix movies are made to be watched while also on your phone and you don't have to pay attention.
Mm,
But I
sure, yeah.
remember the year in 2013, a lot of the E3 press conferences showed features in the game where you could pull out your phone or a tablet and like interact with the game. And I
Mhm.
don't think it should be a main part of the game, but I think that's a missed opportunity for like cool connectivity. Like the last
Yeah,
release I can think of that did that is Fallout 4, and that's a decade ago.
I think there is like a very commercial reason for not having that because like that kind of breaks the flow of like focusing on the game for
Oh yeah,
so long.
that's totally understandable.
But I don't know. I think we could use a little break in the flow of staring at the game for so long
Yeah.
sometimes. Um,
All right, going into the home menu.
okay.
Even though I think it's just the
Okay, I'm
same
gonna
as.
turn on the stream so I can get some audio here.
Ooh.
Oh, this is really good UI design.
Actually, I have been getting the wrong feed, sort of.
Sort of. Okay.
Oh, never mind. Enabling HDR for the stream looks like shit. Never mind. Okay. Um, while we do this, I'm gonna do shop.
No, this
Oh,
is
this is so much smoother. Wow.
no, it is a little lacking in personality in a lot of ways, but
it,
I
it
think
is
the UI is really good.
far more vibrant too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
I really like
it
the
is a huge
gradient
improvement.
circle. Yeah, don't show people your friend to hide that.
Oh, my friend code is just at the bottom. Oh, it's
Yeah,
actually
it's
ahead.
literally just
Hold on.
oh well.
I'm not too worried about it. Maybe when I edit the
Yeah,
VOD, I'll censor it out so people can't just add me from there.
right,
But right now, I
right.
don't care enough.
Yeah, there's not too many people watching right now.
And it's late enough that at least I can
Hmm
like decline.
hmm Are there any new icons for the player icons if you go to that?
Let's see. Oh, there's the updated
Oh,
renders. Oh wow, yeah, these are the
okay.
very updated renders. I
Mm-hmm.
think these have been
And it looks like
available
you could.
on the Switch already, but
Okay, they
oh,
look really good.
that's a very
Could you
crafted
use a
Yoshi.
me as your icon on the Switch?
You could,
If you could, okay. I was
yeah.
not aware of that.
So,
Then the
I did
background,
see
okay,
a Switch
yeah.
2 leak of when it comes to Mii's.
Oh
They're
yes, I did
following
as well.
the
Um,
industry standard of body type 1 and 2. That makes
uh-huh,
weirdos
yeah.
mad.
Uh-huh. Very funny to me. Um, backgrounds, like
Oh, wow. So it is
oh,
pushing out
whoa,
at
okay,
HDR and 4K for the menus.
okay.
Screen burn-in reduction. That's good. Match TV power state.
That's
120
great.
hertz output. I don't have a 120 hertz TV, and Twitch doesn't
No,
support
that's
over 60
a
frames per
little,
second. But
yeah, so it won't be visible to anyone, but okay. Adjustments to HDR, that's kind of nice.
themes. Oh, okay, yeah, it's just
Okay, okay. Basic
oddly
themes,
oddly enough
seems.
with HDR, I do think I prefer dark themes. But if you want to show up HDR on a device or like an OLED screen, especially, I think going with the whites are a little bit better than going with like blacks for your
That
colors.
totally makes sense.
Because you
Especially
can see how
for
deep
an OLED screen.
the white is. Man, what are you
Hmm.
doing? Let's see. So I want to go into the eShop and get you
Okay.
downloading the welcome tour.
Uh, Bring out the phone again.
I already scanned it. I should be in. Oh well.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably a
I don't know.
security
I feel like
safety
I.
thing.
It is. It's so your fish won't buy games from the eShop.
Identity confirmed. Please continue via your Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, cool. Mario Kart World. Welcome tour.
Okay.
Continue. Actually,
Okay. ten
let's
dollars.
let's look at the
Which,
store just a little bit.
yeah.
Everything just feels like a higher fidelity, but
Hmm.
it's like I mean, I do have Switch Online.
Okay.
I should install GameCube also.
Oh, I forgot they had a GameCube.
Oh,
God,
I don't think I can
retro,
download
the retro
Nintendo Classics.
console known as the GameCube.
It is.
The retro
It's
console known
24
as the
years old.
Nintendo DS.
It's 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's not, like think about games what games were like 24 years before the GameCube. It's weird.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. Like, I think they were still making pinball machines when the GameCube came out.
Yeah.
I guess they still are technically, but they don't
They're more
nearly as
digital now.
much. Well, let's put it this way: Williams and Bailey isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
That's the cutoff for me.
I know on like I know in retro game communities it is very contentious on whether or
Hello.
not you should call the like PS anything pre
Hello.
PS2
My current
retro.
location is actually inside the game
Mhm.
itself.
Which
It's
I
really
think there's
funny.
two sides. There's like I understand like style and stuff. There is like a style to older games and when they
Uh-huh.
went into 3D, but also I feel like it's an inability to admit that the passage of time is happening.
Yeah, that's true. I do think there is a legit cutoff with the Mr. FPGA thing? Um
Yeah,
yeah, I think if your Mr. can emulate the console, that puts it in a different category of old
yeah.
than something else. Like and I think that cutoff is like Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, or maybe even can you emulate the Genesis? I feel like you might be able to emulate the Genesis.
You should be able to, because for Sega it went
I'm
Master
gonna look it up real
System,
quick.
Genesis,
Mhm.
Saturn, Dreamcast. Technically, oh, actually, I can't remember if the SG-1000 is pre-Master System or if the SG-1000 is what the Master System was in America. I probably can't install Echoes of Wisdom because I I did the virtual game cart swapping with my girlfriend, and it works pretty well. It was way
Mhm.
easier than I thought it would be. Let me do.
Okay, so it looks like this goes up to. So it covers the Genesis and Mega Drive, um, and it covers the first PlayStation, but it does not cover the PS2. It does not cover the Dreamcast.
That makes sense.
So I think that's kind of like a certain set of cutoffs because I think that's where consoles start to get much more complicated and starting to add like their own GPUs and stuff like that. If I um, am guessing correctly, that is a guess on my part, to be clear. I know there's like a very technical like difference there. I just don't know what it is off the
Makes
top of
sense.
my head.
I understand why they did like scratch off download code, but I don't. I can't remember the last time I saw a coin in my house.
Mhm. I found my old state quarter collection recently. Never
Ooh.
finished it.
I feel like that was a bigger deal when we were younger.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is a weird poll, but I'm trying to fill time. I did not know we were closer in age until Extra
I
Life
think we're
2
both
years ago.
31, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah, we're
thought
both
I thought
31.
you were Plakwas' age.
Wait, how old is Pockwise?
Plakwas is like 24, 25. Wait, no. Let me go back.
Right.
Let me do Plakwas. I think Plakwas is born in like I think Plakwas is
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I get that a decent amount, honestly. Um, yeah, because Extra Life, yeah, I remember specifically Jay being like, um, I think, yeah, what was it? I think I mentioned like how old I was, and Jay's like, "You're older than me?" And I'm like,
That's the other thing is like I forget that Jay is technically a year or two younger than
Jay
us.
is like, yeah, she's like 2 years younger than us, which is absurd to me. Like, Marn is also younger than us. Um,
Yeah. I think all the super youngins are less active now, but
Clown's young.
oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Clown's scary young.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, I'm going to switch to yeah, you can see me oh
Oh, what happened?
I actually pulled the Switch 2 off of the my home
Oh, okay.
entertainment center. But that's fine. I have Geek Squad protection on it. Rain, move. So I'm going
Oh.
to enter the code for Mario Kart. And you don't get to see that because I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
used to
Got
the
it, got
code.
it. Yeah, yeah.
But I will say one of my favorite things when I first used the Switch One was that because of legibility issues, they don't have the codes will never have I, O, or Z because you'll mix them up for L,
That's
0, and
smart.
S. And it's the same
Mhm.
here. Like that's a
But they
very
will
underrated
allow,
feature.
yeah, but they will allow L0 and S still? Or no?
Yes.
Those are out as well. Oh, they
Yep.
do still allow those. Okay.
They do have those, but so you because I've always had those codes like is that supposed to be an L or is that supposed to be 0
Mhm.
or an O? So they just have it so you don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I also have
I mean,
a
there's a
fun
very
like
Mhm.
a
No,
fun
go for
story
it.
with entering these kinds of codes where I
Mhm.
got World of Warcraft Cataclysm for Christmas and I was trying to enter it in to my account like a
Mhm.
couple days later or something when I got to play and I just could not get it entered because of this reason and I called Blizzard
Mhm.
support and a poor man talked to me on the phone for way longer than he
Oh.
should have. He was very patient. He was like very professional, and I appreciate it. And eventually, he's like,
Mhm.
"Okay, send me a picture of the code. I'll call you back. I
Oh.
have your number. I'll call you back." So I sent him a picture. And he's like, "I see what the issue is. You were mixing up some of the icons, and I got it added to your account." I was like,
Yeah.
Oh shit! Thank you. Which sorry to
Yeah.
soapbox on the stream, but the
Mhm.
Blizzard is one that has always had really good customer support up until recently because everyone's gone over
Mm.
to using AI for customer support, and it's a
Yeah.
huge shame. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've done much like MMORPG gaming in your life.
No, I haven't, but I can
So like
understand.
something that was really cool with like the GMs and stuff that would handle disputes and game issues and things is that there are actual people in the game. So
Mhm.
sometimes you could see them like messing around in the world, like they just be like bucking around in just like the overworld and stuff. But when you'd like talk to
Mhm.
them like with an issue and they contact you, they'd usually have some kind of like roleplay flair to their message.
It's
Like I
cute.
remember one of them was like contact him about something pretty simple, but he would give a
Mhm.
message in Murloc, which is like an amphibious creature in Warcraft, and then he'd give the same message in parentheses, which was the translation of him saying, "Hey, my name is
That's
this. I'm here to help you with
cute.
your issue." It's like you don't get
That's
that anymore.
cute.
Oh, I should go.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna go
like
back in the shop and see how big Mario Kart World is because Nintendo's are masters of reasonable fucking file sizes.
there's a visual novel that I played recently called Endless Mondays. It's very good. And to be clear, Endless Mondays, Dreams and Deadlines is the full title. And there's a part of it where there's like an alien who when she first shows up on the screen is talking, and it spits out hex code, and you can actually type that into a hex code translator to get the line out,
Oh,
which
that's really
is
cool.
really really cute. It's like the lines that are, to be clear, the hex code lines are not useful lines whatsoever because it's like, oh well, hold on, let me switch this back. Then it's just regular text, but it's really really like cute to just get like the hex code and just like I'm going to try to type this in, and it's like, oh, that's what's being said.
So
Sorry, it's not hex. It's um 64
oh,
what is it called? What is it called?
base
Base 64.
64.
That's what it is. Yeah, base 64.
But here, Mario Kart World is
Okay.
22 gigabytes. Uh,
Hey. I
I
mean,
don't.
to be honest, that's not like for an open world game, which feels weird to say about a racing game.
Yeah.
That's I guess not that weird. But for a Mario Kart,
Well, like Tears of the
that's not
Kingdom.
as bad as I would thought. It is still more than a regular Mario Kart.
Tears of the Kingdom is 3.5. Oh, that's the upgrade pack. How much is the full game? Tears of the Kingdom is 16.5 for how massive that world is.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive.
You take that and compare it to most games, which are like 80 now.
Right.
Oblivion Remastered is like
Hmm.
120.
Oh yeah, sure,
Um,
sure. I'm sure it is. No, that's honestly pretty nice. Oh yeah, there it goes. And welcome tour also.
It's so much better to disconnect.
Hmm. Gosh, Game Boy Advance being on here as well.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, need the DS on here. It's only a matter of
I
time.
wish. That's one where they'll need to figure out a way to make that hurdle of two
It's
screens, but
tricky.
when they do.
Yeah, yeah. I'm curious what they'll do there. I mean, I have a hunch that the mouse feature can be used as a pointer, as like for the touchscreen, sort of. Uh, oh, let me like, switch over to the shoes for the music here. This is very Nintendo Land to me.
Oh yeah. You know the like statement with when they were like, it's $10 because we want to make sure people get paid for their work. I'm curious to see how much this entails. Because Because when I heard it was paid in like the
Uh-huh.
direct, I was like, oh fuck, it's gonna be like 1-2 Switch, which is $40. But thankfully, it wasn't that bad.
Sure, no. And also 1-2 Switch is like it's gosh, what is it? It's I don't know exactly what the comparison point is, but there's something that 1-2 Switch reminds me of that I can't quite put my finger on. Like I almost want to say WarioWare, but it's not like WarioWare at all. It's
I think
something
that's
else.
probably the closest I would say.
Maybe. It's also a little bit Wii Sports. Which I mean, you don't have to pay for Wii Sports.
I know Reggie, that was like a big thing, because they wanted to charge for it, and Reggie was like, no, they need a thing tech, which I do think it makes
Mhm.
a little bit more sense, like, in a business way for Wii Sports to be pack-in versus, like, the Welcome Tour, which I do think it should just be a pack-in, like Astrobot.
Yeah.
But
Like
I know that
mhm.
for a Wii Sports, you need something to show people how to play with this new form of playing a video game that they're not used to.
Mhm. I mean that, and I think Wii Sports alone sold so many consoles.
Yeah.
Like genuinely. Like I imagine a fair number of people just had the console for Wii Sports.
Oh yeah. Wii Sports is technically one of the best-selling video games of all time.
Yes, yes. I think it is the best-selling video game of all.
Minecraft.
Minecraft is higher, but
Minecraft is kind of cheating, but
it is.
the rumble on the new Joy-Cons is pretty good. Oh, I like the way these feel. I don't even know if I'm second. I'll choose Girl with Blue Bucket Hat.
Mhm. Wii Sports is the best-selling video game of all time that was not made by Hatsune Miku.
I think it's probably the best-selling single-platform game of all time.
Probably. I'm gonna look up best-selling video game of all time list.
I think it'll be Minecraft, GTA
Mm-hmm.
5, maybe
Hmm.
Tetris. Tetris is asterisk because I don't think there's a single version of Tetris that's sold. But I know sometimes
That's the
there's.
thing with Tetris. So I will tell you, you are right. Minecraft and GTA 5, then Wii Sports. Um, then Ark apparently, which is nonsense to me that Ark is that high, but
I was gonna say, I should not do that to my brother on stream. Put him on blast for how many hours he has on
mhm.
Ark on Steam. It's like
I know basically nothing
multiple
about it.
thousands.
Specifically, it's survival evolved, I guess. But I
It's
know
a
next
it's
to
a
nothing about that.
it's a survival crafting game. I don't know what's
Sure.
made it so. I'm surprised that it sold that many.
Hmm.
But the big thing is that it has dinosaurs. You can like tame dinosaurs.
Yeah. After that, it's Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart Deluxe. They're combining them, which,
Oh yeah.
yeah, sure. Or 8 Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8 has an
Which
attach rate to the Nintendo Switch of like one in every like 3 or 4 Nintendo Switches has a copy of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is crazy.
yeah. I actually only own 8 for the Wii U. I never bought Deluxe. Which is absurd for me, but I could get it.
Walk all over it. There are all sorts of things to do around
Because
here.
I
Insert
know a
motion
decent amount
games,
about Mario Kart.
pick.
But
Take some quizzes about the system.
oh wow,
Experience the
Pokemon Red,
technical
Blue, and Yellow
features.
are next after Mario Kart.
Something that's interesting about
That's wild.
Pokemon is each year sold worse than the previous year until Sword and Shield.
Okay.
Sword and Shield saw a bump from Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Yeah.
Of course, play minigames. What was the last thing? Oh, the stamp rally.
Oh.
Stamps are hidden all over the place. Happy hunting. By the way, if you want to move around more quickly, press and hold B to run. This mission is really big, so it might save you some time.
Oh wow, Stardew is way higher on this list than I expected. And then Tetris is down here quite a bit. Specifically, it's the Game Boy version of Tetris being the best-selling one. Huh. That's fascinating.
This is a large game.
Okay. Making it worth the $10 then. I'm gonna listen to music real quick. I'm gonna...
If you look at that, you can tilt. Whoa!
Because I'm not listening to the music while I'm watching you in real time, I keep expecting it to have Nintendo Land music behind it, like that da 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 da. Da.
Can you show off your mouse skills? Mouse controls allow you to move your character more quickly and accurately than control sticks. I don't know about movement.
It's about moving.
I guess it depends on what kind of
really.
movement.
Your rotational movement, we'll call it. Unless you're actually moving your character using the mouse here, which is very interesting. Actually, a little bit Mario Party. Yeah, this is very Mario Party to me in a lot of ways. Just like single player Mario Party, but oh, what do we got in that lower right screen?
It's to be camera focused on my mouse, but I think it's having some issues.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's not gonna work. That's fine. My ideas.
Yeah, you just collapse it to 1. If you want another one, I could give you a camera feed. I can make a video ninja link or something, but
I'll just
I don't think we need it.
Whoa!
Okay. Have vertical mouse has gone too far. Oh, you're starting.
Whoa! Oh, this actually bad.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Like, I was not expecting. Ooh. Now, Jory, are you someone who plays bullet hell games?
Kinda, yeah. I'm not used to mouse controls.
Kinda, yeah? Yeah, they're normally not.
I haven't played one in a while, but I've played a lot of Binding of Isaac, and Binding of Isaac Rebirth, with each expansion became more and more of that style of game. I also have a story about when I took the ATT. I spent the whole night playing Toho.
Nice. I've played a little bit of Toho.
Alright. Okay, now
but
my DSLR camera out of the way. So
really funny the day before the ACT though.
I stayed up all night, I got like an hour of sleep, and you know what? I I got like a 27 on the ACT, so
Oh yeah.
I got more than enough to get auto accepted into my college, which is like a 21 is
Yeah.
what it takes.
Uh-huh.
Because getting into school in South Dakota, big surprise. They don't have super high standards.
Mm-mm.
Turn the brightness down. Because they have much better / worse automatic game compensation. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things in the Joy-Con L area. Handled the mouse with such grace.
Jory, could you bump your audio just a little bit?
What? I think I just need to move myself. Let me see here.
I know it was like a physical thing with the microphone being further away.
That's right.
I'm just gonna drop my gain just a little bit just to even it out.
Hopefully. You handled the mouse with such grace. Looks like part 2 is available. Ooh.
Oh. Oh, okay, this is a game. There's there's stuff
I'm
here.
pretty good at this stuff.
I do think the walking animation is really funny. Just because I don't know why it's there.
Yeah. Alright. Also drinking a seltzer, so let's see how this impairs my gaming.
What type of seltzer? What type of seltzer we got here?
Raspberry from like a organic one that I found at Trader Joe's. That's like one of the best seltzers I've had. We got some for to have just some like drinks when I went to the beach last week, and having some left over, and I need to find more.
Oh,
Alright.
well, you got what you got. You got. I think what you need. I don't know if this is a like it only shows you the ones you've gotten, or no, there's only 2 available. It looks like. Okay. Oh, but it looks like there's. Okay, so on the like walking around, it looks like there's 4 for this section.
Yeah. And you have to unlock them similar to like a Stars in Mario.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like you need a bunch for that one.
See what this altimeter, what this like meter thing is. Show some of what the
That's,
HP Rumble can do.
Are you? I think you're trying the harder level there. That one looks like it. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. No, you're right. That is the one you want to start with.
Find the strongest Rumble along the line? Try it out. I wish this is one I could like demonstrate. You guys can't feel the Rumble you're watching, but
Oh, we'll just have to visualize it. Trying to think. It's only one of the Joy-Cons, I think. Very hard to actually.
I'll try to use audio, so slight rumble there.
Okay.
Getting stronger. Well, if I snap to the other side, nothing over here. Okay.
It's
Oh, it gets
interesting
weaker
though.
as I go over here. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so you need to find...
Like right here. Ooh, hey!
Ooh.
Wow, they're being real generous with those medals.
Yeah, a little bit, but I guess if that's very small distance was 7, that's like,
Yeah.
sure.
Part 2 is now open to the public. I remember when they showed off the HD Rumble with the first Switch reveal, Japan got a trailer that America didn't, because it was a Senran Kagura game that said something
Oh
about
my
using the
god.
HD Rumble for boobs. I think one of the best examples of the HD Rumble was in 1-2 Switch. Have you played much 1-2 Switch?
Yeah. I've played 1-2 Switch.
The game where you I'll move it here, where you roll this and you try to guess how many marbles are in the box. With that, I was like,
Yeah,
this
that was
is
my favorite.
This is witchcraft.
No, I thought that was incredible. It was arguably one of my favorite things about 1-2 Switch. To be fair, I didn't care for 1-2 Switch a ton, but it was very cool. The other being, I think, the Wild West draw sort of game was kind of fun.
That one, especially the harder version where you'd have to wait for him to say draw, but he'd say cow, moo. He'd say other words to try and fake you out.
I remember that being really funny.
Whoa. Alright. Nothing. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Move this way. Yeah, fades out. It's really strong. Oh, okay.
Okay, not bad.
41.
Okay.
Nice. Try again. I want to get both medals.
Okay.
It started on it. It was already pretty vibrating.
Oh, does it feel any, are you noticing a difference compared to the original Switch HD Rumble, or do you even remember the original Switch HD Rumble, a feature
It's been a
that
while. I do
everyone...
feel this feels a little more intense.
Okay.
I'll go back for now. It does feel heavier.
Okay, I can believe that.
More's going on.
Do you know how many different types of minigames they have here?
I do not. It seems like there's a lot. If there's an area A through H.
Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah.
At least.
No, that's...
Got time. This isn't exactly a game, but give it a try. Shake the Joy-Cons as if they were a pair of maracas. Physics-based calculations used to make the beads in the maracas behave like real beads. As the beads shake around inside, the Joy-Con 2 controllers rumble to simulate that effect. Beads around and see. I mean, this is also something you guys don't get to see, but I'll put it on me so you can see my reaction. And hopefully you believe
Whoa.
me.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, that's crazy. I can feel all the like small vibrations. Um,
It's so cool, and no one's going to use it, but it's so cool.
that's just something that I think Nintendo at least does a good job of using HD Rumble. One of my favorite
But yeah.
ones was in Kirby Star Allies. How if you suck up an enemy and you start walking with it, you feel
Mhm.
the rumble of him in Kirby's belly.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I just feel like anything that's cross-platform, it's like
Yeah.
no one's yeah, there's like no chance. I mean, maybe they will a little bit, but I don't know any examples of the Switch where that happened.
Oh, whoa.
Does it bounce like a rubber ball does?
It it feels like a rubber ball specifically, like the way a rubber ball bounces very specifically. Like there is a noticeable difference between the two of or the rubber ball and the rocket. It's not just smaller vibrations and bigger vibrations. It feels like a rubber ball in your hands.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool.
That's fun. It's one of those things too with like I haven't done enough with the PS5, but I feel like most games don't use the DualSense in a way that like makes it worth an $80 controller.
Sure, sure. No, I'm like, I feel like if VR stuff used like HD Rumble, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
At least in certain cases. But
Oh, you get
ah,
stamps.
you, it's like you're in a museum and it's
Yeah.
telling you about all. Quiz.
Hi there. No, I do not want inverted controls. I'm not not fucked up. Using lost and found desk. Feeling it somewhere out there. A lost item longs for its home. If you happen to find it, bring it to me.
hmm
Alright.
You think they're gonna build a giant Switch 2 at Universal Studios in Japan where they're
If
doing
they did that, that'd be I don't know if that'd be worth it, but that'd be really fun. What's this? Mouse foot. Oh, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Mouse feet make it easier. Alright. Inside that said you can play games that use a mouse in each hand. What sort of
Okay,
games
I
would
was
use a
actually
control
thinking
scheme like
about
that?
this.
I do
I was
wonder what
actually
games would
thinking
use
about that
two
recently.
mice.
Because, like, I can't think of anything, any game, like, for a computer where it's like, you can connect two mice. I just don't know if computers allow it for the, but,
I think,
it-
um, I feel like that'd be good for some kind of like space flight game. I have nothing to go off of to say this is correct, but that
oh,
sounds right in my brain for like different axes of
uh-huh.
movement and stuff.
Interesting. No, that's really interesting. I could kind of see that. Although, because you don't really get a mouse rotation for like your yaw,
Yeah.
typically. Um,
Oh, mouse sensor insights.
which is something else maybe a mouse could. Don't
Joy-Con
want to say
mouse
be
controls
improved on, I
quiz.
think. Oh.
Joy-Con 2 can be used as a mouse. You can play games that are designed to play with the cursor. Of course, there's more to move than just an arrow, so there's always play games as compared with Nintendo Switch. By the way, I find it easier to hold the Joy-Con 2 like this. Okay. Using the mouse on your lap. Oh, nicer to desk tables. Oh, this is the study guide for the quiz. Mouse sensors. A little tricky. Mouse sensors located on each Joy-Con controller.
Okay.
This one right here. Oh, that's internal. Okay. Truth is, they're actually black and white cameras with a resolution of a handful of pixels. Is that how optical mice work?
I believe so, yeah.
Fewer pixels than the Nintendo Switch IR motion camera. Whoa. Oh yeah, there's no IR motion on these Joy-Cons. Which, nothing used that, so.
Yeah,
Even
that's
fewer
true.
than the old Game Boy camera. How are these cameras used? Oh, it's that little box. Okay, I guess I can use the red one like they have.
Is it actually gonna tell us, like, technical details of it?
Probably not in depth,
Yeah.
but they check first
I mean,
on to see the
that's
direction of
pretty
the
good.
distance they move and translate it into mouse movement. That's crazy. Fun fact. They can capture thousands of photos in a single second. This number may vary depending on the speed of movement. Those cameras must provide some precise view. Not just the mouse. When using the mouse controls, the Joy-Con 2 controller doesn't
Can you
just act
rotate
as
it?
a mouse. There's a host of other things it can do. For instance, gyroscope and mouse work together
It can
to
yaw.
determine which way and by how much you've turned something. Use the mouse to grab and rotate objects in certain games. Also, mouse can work together with HD Rumble 2. Lets you feel different kinds of rumble as you move the cursor around. So
That's pretty
Joy-Con
cool.
2L and Joy-Con 2R both have built-in mouse sensors. So two people can play together with mouse controls. Or you can control two mice at once, one in each hand. See, there's a lot to mouse controls. Gyroscope and rumble. One mouse per player or dual mice controls. Interesting.
Time.
Alright.
Insights 1 quiz. Interesting. Volume 1.
Am I nibbling on cheese? Being a cursor. I know very specifically they'd have trouble on glass.
Probably.
And using them underwater would probably break them. On your lap. Which number during the Joy-Con 2 controller shown in the case of the mouse sensor? 2. What did you do with the mouse controls? You can take fancy photos of the mouse and compete in art competitions. Rotate what you grab, you can battle mice against each other. You can locate nearby sandwich shops. Why doesn't my console do that? What's the point of this thing if it doesn't locate nearby sandwich shops, huh? Great job, Nintendo. You hate money. You don't know what the fans want. Great. Got every answer correct. What's that makes you a mouse sensor sensei?
My god.
So while it's downloading stuff, I'm going to hop in Pokemon because I want to see it run at
Alright.
a reasonable frame rate, like a real video game.
Which Pokemon? Okay.
It's one of 12 games that comes with that has a free Switch 2 update.
Oh, it's a free one. I didn't realize it was free.
Yep. The other ones that are paid are ones that have like gameplay editions, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Kirby and the Forgotten World, Land. I can't remember.
Sure.
Ones like those that have extra stuff in them, they're not free unless you have the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, which some of them are free. But there's free performance upgrades for 12 games. I have 5 of them here in front of me, which are Pokemon, Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and ARMS for some reason has a resolution update, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. I know that ARMS exists and that Smash Bros. Character, and yeah, I don't know much else.
ARMS is fun because you like play with the Joy-Cons and you like punch with each arm. And what's this thing here? Oh, it's a magnetic connector. That makes sense. But also, ARMS is impressive because it got like a full season of DLC for free. Like they added like 4 or 5 characters, some stages, some like extra content without charging anything.
Pretty cool.
How do I get to Area B? Oh, I have to get all the stamps?
Wow.
Areas A through H at minimum. That's a lot.
How are there H? Like...
That's like 8 different areas full of mini games.
That's like Joy-Con, main screen, other Joy-Con.
Oh, I've got to be like some internal, maybe, if you're exploring it. Which that'd be crazy to see, like, here's the Nvidia Tegra chip.
Yeah. They're using a Tegra again? Or are they using something else?
I thought it was like a newer Tegra chip, but...
It might be.
Or something. I know the big thing is that it can use DLSS, which is huge for resolution.
Oh, I missed that detail. That's really cool.
So I think with like launch games, they don't need the
Tegra.
DLSS as much, but in theory, it should make it so it's easier to have older games like run better and stuff too.
Also, just for online multiplayer, it's like very, very useful there in theory. What else is missing?
There's probably those in there. Yeah.
Ah.
No idea, but the buttons were made out of steel. What?
Did not know that either.
Pink button.
Okay, it is actually pretty cool to have, I don't know. It does feel like they, like, really care about, like, how it was made and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, I think that's neat.
I don't know if it was worth the however much to just make people pay for it. Like, maybe this is something they'll give. I think this should have been free if you have, like, an online subscription at least. I don't know if you want to make some people pay for it to have a minimum, but this is
something
way more care for about how the device is than you usually see.
Yeah.
Let's see, is this some... I'm actually not that interested in magnetic connector, but how it works. I at least want to see more of it. Okay, and they'll come off in an instant. Able to attach them even if the console's in the dock. What's more, you can attach each one with a single hand. Both attach and attach. Oh, I can't cheat. I can't be like, yeah, I read the material and not read the material. I think I have a good handle on. I wanna see what kind of stuff is on the screen, and then I'll hop to something else because I didn't think the game was gonna be this expensive.
Sure.
Actually, I didn't think it'd be like an actual game. I thought it'd just be kind of like a. I'd never played Nintendo Land, but I just kind of figured it'd be like you can go through, get little tidbits, and there'd be a bunch of mini games.
The mini games are like Nintendo Land mini games, but there's a little more.
Hey, Captain Toad, that's another game. I have that digitally. That one has a Switch 2 upgrade for resolution and frame rate.
Okay. So now we can see the other areas. We have the dock. We have the right controller. We have the weird connecting bit. We probably have a pro controller. Which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Have the dock.
That's like 6 that's coming to mind. Ice physics?
Like, it's sliding, like ice, and there's a reflection! Whoa!
Reflections like that are not the easiest thing in the world to program.
Tried to run into the
Very
slip.
easy to take shortcuts and make things look weird. Yeah, that would
I know
be.
how
That's
early FPS games would, like with Doom and Duke Nukem. I can't remember which one. Maybe it's Duke Nukem. I think so, because that was the first like FPS to show reflections. Is what it would do is the game would render just a duplicate of the world that would operate.
That's how they mostly work, yeah.
And opposite. So when you
Even
get to that point, it's just on a parallel. Watch for Rolling Rocks parallel
actually,
universe kind of thing.
Yes. No, typically they just do another camera source these days. But that's pretty cool. It's also absurdly expensive.
4K image on the Nintendo Switch 2 console right now is made up of lots of different pixels.
Wow.
4K?
It's 1-1.
I'm
It's 1-1
curious as
in
to how
4K.
this is in 4K.
Yeah, I can't wait to look at this in 4K on Twitch.
Twitch is rolling out 2K streaming for people on a opt-in, you're granted basis.
Okay, interesting. Oh,
that's really funny.
Oh my god. That is so funny.
Oh, I think they're showing that they can display the entirety of 1-1 on a 4K display. I think that's what we're doing here.
There's no way you could fit all of it, right?
I think if you go by pixels, I think that's what this is gonna be.
Yeah, I think you're right, but that's absurd. You need to figure out which pipe you can go into on 1-1, I can't remember.
Oh shit.
God.
This is crazy.
And then you have the... This is so cool.
I can't go backwards. That's kind of a bummer, but it is 1-1. Because it does take you to the end.
Why.
Okay.
Oh, it does. It's actually really cool.
Yeah! I swear to God, we're not being paid up by Nintendo. So you buy the $10 tech demo.
No, but like...
Oh, and it's not letting me go backwards, even though I can see it, because the game didn't let you do that.
Interesting. Yeah, full disclosure, I don't have the Switch 2. No, we're not. If we were, then we'd be even more pumped on it.
Fuck. There's a mystery. I don't know if that's Get the Star.
Oh, I don't know.
This is a little hard trying to see. I'm sitting pretty close to my TV, too.
It wasn't Get the Star.
Isn't the star mushroom normally in that spot? Oh, I know what it is. It's gonna be the secret mushroom right here.
Oh.
Maybe? I thought there was a secret mushroom there. Maybe I'm thinking of another gap.
I think you die in that one. Burr, 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 burr.
Oh.
Also, I haven't been listening to music.
There's a star at the top of this one.
I thought there was, but maybe it's just in newer versions of it they added it.
Maybe it's the Game Boy Color version. 'Cause that's where most of my Mario, like classic Mario memories are from Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on Game Boy Color. Finish the level, and then I'll do Darby and speedrun tricks to finish this Fire Mario.
So here's what the question mark is. There's no secret exit on 1-1. Oh, it didn't even... Wait, did it... Didn't give you fully explore and complete the course. Huh. Maybe there is a gap you can fall in, like... There's more to the level or something. Or is there... 1-1 doesn't have, like, a place you can climb up, I don't think.
I don't think so. Oh.
Cool.
I didn't mean to back out, but that is fine. There's a demo over here.
When you have just enough.
Well, this isn't exactly a game. You know about all this noise reduction stuff? Microphone in the console.
Record audio,
Resurrection,
playback your
stick, and
recording.
button controls. I can't do this one.
Yeah, unless you can get Rain to
Oh.
start barking or something.
Oh, hey, whoa! It's picking me up.
Whoa.
No, all the way over here. We'll try it. Okay.
No, that's pretty cool. But you want to have like other stuff in the background.
No, I'm Jory. No, I'm Jory. I think I have a solution to this that won't... For the stream, it won't sound bad. It'll sound bad for you, though.
That's fine, I can live.
Because I have the... I downloaded the NVIDIA drivers for, like, noise reduction. Turn on the fan.
Which I cannot actually hear, but if I go over here...
Oh, you can't hear it. No, I'm Jory. No, I'm Jory. Is there a way I can do this without making it a total nightmare for a viewer? Let's see. Let's take that off. Now I think the fan's coming through a little bit on the stream.
Okay, let me tab over to the stream real quick. I'm not hearing it.
Oh, it's showing up a little bit. It's pretty low on there. But, okay. You'll just have to believe me that I turned the AC fan on. No, Oh, did it not give me any medals? Oh, I think to get the medal
No,
for Mario, you have to complete everything.
yeah, you probably did.
It's here. Time for the grand opening of what's this one? Time. Does this require the touchscreen? Oh, it does. Okay, I don't have the setup for that. Otherwise, where else can I go?
You're not gonna be able to go to for a minute, I don't think.
Good look around.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
H. Do I
Oh.
see L over here? Hold on.
Wait a minute, wait. L?
Area L! That is crazy!
Oh, it looks like those down
Alright, maybe this is
elevator
worth
that
like
goes...
$10, whatever. Fucking, you got me.
Yeah, it looked like an elevator that went down, like, maybe to the internals?
Oh, shit. Oh, this game's tight.
It's pretty cool. Give it some creativity points here and there. Um... It's funny because it's like... It's not a Wii Sports.
Yeah, it has a limited appeal. Like Wii Sports, everyone gets in.
Mhm,
Grandma's gonna give a shit about bowling. I don't think Grandma's
mhm,
gonna be impressed by putting the original Mario Brothers on a 4K display and showing how the
mhm.
entire level doesn't even take up a 4K display.
Right. I do think it is more impressive than Nintendo Land
Because Nintendo Land's
by
a
a
kind
wide
of...
margin, but
Oh, it just takes me down. I was like, do I gotta go inside the...
okay. Then what does L on the other side do? I'm so curious.
Let's see if I can speedrun find... Oh, I want to see Nintendo Switch 2 welcome to her speedruns where they get all the stamps. And get all the medals. I want to see the tech for that. I need to
Oh
see the
my
tech for that.
god.
Look at the reflection of the... It's not just the character, it's the actual environment
Oh
being
yeah.
reflected on the...
No, that
Whoa!
yeah, it's well made. And it doesn't have like weird artifacts that you often get with reflections. The
HDR experience.
HDR experience.
Try it out, even though it's not gonna do
Oh.
as much for the home viewer, but...
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could. HDR's... I like HDR as a concept. I think you get really pretty visuals with HDR. Actually, let me hear the sounds for this one. Okay. Oh, interesting. That's SDR right now. Yeah, it's very hard to tell here. I mean, yeah, there's a definitely visual difference on my screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, after when I pause it, I can see
Mhm.
the how much deeper the like whites of the fireworks get.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I know it's not.
You can see it coming
I
through the
know
stream
it's,
too.
yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. I know it's not Bloom, but it feels like Bloom a little bit. Like with a camera. That's pretty cool. What do you have downloaded already, out of curiosity?
I have Mario Kart ready.
Okay.
With Pokemon. I want to see. I want to go to the next. Really see what. The game will slip on the screen. It's funny. I want to see what I need to go to here. It's probably the stamps. Yeah, it's the stamps.
Yeah, it's gonna be all the stamps. There's gonna be a ton of them too.
I do want to see more of this, but there's only so much I can also demonstrate in there. I might play this more than I thought I would. But okay. Close that for now.
You want to do some Pokemon first, just to get a quick look at what sort of...
Because I think this is honestly the most impressive, like, Switch 2 performance patch upgrade.
I can believe it. I can absolutely believe it.
Oh, that's okay. It's an immediate, like, wow. This feels like how the game should have ran in the first fucking place.
Wait, go to the place where the is it what are the Pokemon that fly away? Is it like Jigglypuffs in the wind, or is it? Oh, I'm gonna look this up.
The one I remember having the most trouble, seeing the most slowdown was, like areas. What this is.
It looks really good.
This is just how the game should have looked in the first place. This is crazy. And the draw distance, like, it doesn't feel as like bad that nothing's off in the distance. There's still some pop in. But
Yeah,
I think that's hard coded into the game more than it is.
Typically, yes, that's how that's done. Although it depends, like, what the patch does. They really should have put a fade on it so it fades in instead of pops in. But
okay, there's actually something I'm testing here. Okay, it's not doing something that it did on the Switch 1. Which was, if you saw people walking off in the distance, they'd be running at a lower frame rate.
Frame rate? Yeah.
They dropped their frame rate until you got closer, but here it doesn't seem to be doing that. Wow, okay.
I think the lighting models are still kind of meh. On the building specifically. Like, I don't think they did any updates on the... like, a lot of them look, like, if I'm being, like, super technical, they're very specular, like, only.
Okay.
They're not really showing highlights and stuff like that, and shininess and things like that. Which, it's not 100% true, but it seems true more so for the buildings than other things. But, like, the character design, definitely... has improved visuals. I'm trying to think, where's the windy area?
It has been... I think the last time I played this was on Thanksgiving 22. It's been a bit... I don't even remember how the fuck they're like fly. Okay, so...
We should get into a battle, see what that battle animations look like.
Oh, still low resolution here.
Yeah,
Terra battle even. Oh, okay.
I guess it's just a weather effect, maybe, or something like that. Interesting.
It does look better. I do think the biggest problem with it, though, is that the game was not designed to look better, so it does highlight how, like, rough of an open world this game has.
Hmm. I don't know if this had the same shadow issue that Legends Arceus had. Um, where if you're not looking at the object, it doesn't cast a shadow in Legends Arceus. I don't know if this game initially had that issue. But it seems like it doesn't at this point. An object. I don't know if the original actually had that issue. I know it was a thing with Legends Arceus though. Another game people complained endlessly about the graphics of it. I do think it needs an update for the terrain to get some extra lighting in. Because right now it's like they have upscaled the characters and the objects in, like, the rock is shiny, the ground is not. I think there should be some updates there because it feels a little bit odd at this point, which is, like, honestly fine, but it does still feel a little incomplete. But I think, like, inside buildings, like, you started off inside a building. I think it looked incredible inside the building specifically. Like, this looks pretty good here.
Yeah.
There's definitely, like... I think the floor suffers from kind of the same thing, but it's harder to tell here.
Yeah, some of the textures and stuff definitely have the issue of, like... They're clearly not... It's, like, out of place. It's like if you... Okay, yeah, this is one of the spots where I remember getting, like, the worst slowdown.
Okay.
Okay, there's a lot of guys on screen. Oh, Corviknight. Oh. I'm not sure. Some of the stuff I'm seeing, I'm not sure how much of it is, like... Probably stuff that's just, like, deep within the game versus, like... They can
okay,
just, like,
well, you see the clipping happening against that tree. But that's hard to avoid. It's just an odd way to do occlusion. But it's not a problem. Chomps is such a good name.
That's something I try to do with, like, playing Pokemon now, is try to name all my guys.
Yeah, I do too.
And some of them I have, like, routine names.
I think the menus look really good. I think the menus look better. Like, that's, like, one of the biggest improvements I'm seeing. And then just the models of the Pokemon look better as well.
Yeah. That's like an underrated thing, is having, like, menus and stuff look way...
Mm-hmm. No, it's one thing they seem to be getting really, really right with this console. Specifically, like, the general console UI, I think, looks really good. Like, I can't oversell that enough, I think. It's just little touches where I'm like, it's quote-unquote modern design, yes, in ways that are like maybe a little boring, but it adds little pieces of style here and there, and I just think it looks good.
Here, my Tinkatone is my favorite named one, Smashly.
Ashley, oh, that's good.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
Pokemon's looks good. I wish I could show off like the 120 hertz screen.
I mean, it looks good without it. Like, even is the thing. Oh, hey, Flockwast is here.
Oh hey, you
Flockwast.
should have his Switch too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure you ordered one. 'Cause it doesn't really look
Seeing this through
different.
stream, it doesn't look different to you. Like, it doesn't look different compared to the Switch, or it doesn't look different compared to, like, using it in person. Because there's definitely things I'm noticing, but
Whoa. I feel like
see,
this
like,
is
okay, there's some weird art, the models getting updated on the trees. They are, again, not swapping between them in a very good way, which I think is a mistake.
Oh, I'm fucking dying! Oh, whoa! Oh, shit!
Yeah, reflections going on there a little bit.
Oh, that doesn't look. That's. Oh,
Oh,
that's really bad!
Well, they didn't fix everything.
Glad to see it. That's really funny. It's more like a magnifying glass than a reflection.
Well, the thing I was saying earlier about how, like, in the like what was it, the system tour or whatever we were just playing, like they did the reflections well there. This is an example of them not being done well.
This is a very minor thing, but the way the health bars drain in 60 frames per second looks real good.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's
Like, ooh.
that's absolutely a thing. I do think oh yeah, yeah, Clockwatch, the reflections in Y are absolutely better.
Yeah.
Is the
That might
reflections
be
in this
like the worst reflection I think I've seen. I think I wonder if like
well, it's not a reflection. I think that is just a visual. Either it's a visual bug or it's trying not to be a reflection, and it's just not clear.
like at the side that kind of looks like a reflection a little bit, but like when it's like that, no.
It's like they, I don't know. Reflections are tricky, to be fair.
Yeah. It's just
But like you think
because it feels like it's a magnifying effect. Like it feels like it's if I was standing behind this, that's the effect it would give. But I don't.
it's like they forgot that you're supposed to swap the direction of the normal vector when you take a reflection. And so it points the opposite direction. That's what it looks like.
It does feel like an early graphic design class mistake of like you do the reflection but you forget to like flip it, so you just like you just like copy and like rotate it, but you don't flip it.
Yeah.
And also because Plotwas is here, check out the name of where is he? This guy. It's God himself, the God of Lightning. He's on the moon.
Oh my god. I do think the frame rate is the biggest jump here, where that was the most immediately apparent thing here.
Yeah.
I do think upscaling some models, or like updating the shaders for models, but not for the terrain is an oversight. And
Yeah.
and I don't know if the reflections overly always look that bad. But potentially a new mistake. I don't know.
I'm going to swap to Mario Odyssey. Go to
Okay.
Mario Kart, because Mario Odyssey has like a
Okay.
resolution update. It's like the
Okay. I do not have much of a touchstone since I did not play Odyssey, but I'm very curious.
that I really appreciate through the Switch's lifespan is that first party Nintendo games also like usually ran at like 60 FPS.
hmm I do think it is so funny with the Welcome Tour that one of the main things, not main things, but one of the things that they put focus on is like the HDR stuff. And I'm like, I love HDR. I just think not using an OLED screen with the HDR improvements is
You're gonna see
frustrating.
you're gonna see much less of it, yeah.
hmm Still can tell it's just like a little bit disappointing in a way.
I have an OLED TV also.
Oh, okay. Oh, update.
I wish I had I have the cereal box amiibo. I left it back in South Dakota, but I wish I had that with me so I could see the new Joy-Cons read the cereal box amiibo. Actually, I'm going to switch to the Pro Controller for that.
Makes sense. New Pro Controller. Fancy.
Yes, it's got back buttons.
hmm Wait, sorry. The back, paddle buttons? Like, is what I'm calling them because they remind me
Yeah.
of paddle shifters? Okay, cool.
How to use the GL and GR buttons.
Oh, that's where they put them.
The
Interesting.
charging grip.
That is...
Oh!
Oh.
Okay, so in the settings, you can map them to certain buttons. Good to know.
Yeah, that's fun.
Alright, since
Got a
that'll
couple
take 2
minutes
minutes,
here.
let's check out GameCube real quick.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
But yeah, you're gonna see a huge difference upgrading TV there, Blockbuster. F0GX,
Wait,
F0GX European. I'm not
why do we
European,
have
I'm American.
two of, oh, both NA and European versions?
Yeah.
Fascinating. Wind Waker, I just found my copy the other day. Oh, and you can apply a CRT filter to it, nice.
Oh yeah, something with
Apply a CRT filter to it, nice.
oh yeah, something with that is because I think N64 also got the CRT filters, but they are Switch 2 exclusive. I guess the Switch one is not powerful enough to process CRT filters.
That seems fake. CRT
Yeah.
filters are easy.
Something that I will give for besides high-end emulators, like well-made ones. I guess by that, not even well-made ones, more modern ones. Harvestman 64 is on here. That is crazy. Okay, is that Nintendo has the best CRT filters on their classic games collections. I first saw this through when they came out with the NES Classics, the, like plug and play consoles. The CRT filters on those are really good. I'll start up Soul Calibur 2 while we're which is funny because Soul Calibur 2 is playable on Xbox right now. I don't think it's delisted. I don't think you can play it on
Yeah.
PS4 or 5, but that version doesn't have Link. As Hihachi and Spawn, because Spawn was the Xbox exclusive character, Hihachi was PS2, Link is GameCube, and
Right.
has been playable on more modern systems till now.
I missed Soul Calibur 2, honestly. I played a ton of Soul Calibur 1, though.
The Soul Calibur 2 is great because of Weapon Master mode. This is like a full adventure story mode. Ah, their CRT filter so good. Because it feels natural instead of like just overlaying black lines.
Right.
Acquiring weapons and tutorial. So, like, I'm not gonna actually read the story, but there's like chapters to it, and you play the characters in the game to like represent a character when fighting, but you yourself are a separate character who is journeying to find the Soul Edge. And you come across like wielders of the Soul Calibur and everything too, and like the opening missions are like training missions to show you how to play the game, and then as you get to certain stages, there's like
Mitsurugi.
Yeah.
Entrust
Who
your
has Soul Edge at this point in the story?
final battle.
in Soul
Fight.
Calibur 2.
Yeah.
Raphael slash Nightmare. No, not Raphael. Siegfried slash
Siegfried. Okay, Siegfried does at this point.
because in this one, Siegfried is not his own character, but there's a skin for Nightmare where he is a corrupted Siegfried out of the armor.
Okay, interesting. Because I know one also had Siegfried and Nightmare.
Fight.
Yeah, I think this is the only one that doesn't, because they went back to that with 3. But I know with Soul Calibur 3, the storyline reason is that he freed himself from the sword, but the sword got so much power it was manifested itself as Nightmare.
Okay. When does Cervantes get it?
That's before Soul Edge.
It is, okay.
So, or in America, in the West, it was known as Soul Blade for whatever reason.
Yeah, but it's Soul Edge.
Versus Cassandra. She chooses. Battle 1. Fight.
I know you can, like,
Oh my
roll
God.
balls.
Right.
Bow stance.
I'm so bad at. Oh, during bow stance.
Yeah.
I'm very bad at it.
Aha!
I remember if Cassandra's in one.
You battle 2. Fight.
Link being a stance character and fighting it really fucking funny.
It's really weird. Was 4 the one where they added Darth Vader and Yoda?
And Yoda was cheating. Because his hitbox
Because you couldn't grab him.
Yeah, because Soul Calibur 4 had...
Soul Calibur
Soul Calibur
2.
2 had
Okay.
Link, Hihachi, Spawn, depending on which console.
Okay.
Soul Calibur 3 didn't have any guest characters as far as
Yeah, I
remember.
didn't think it did. And then was 4 like Darth Vader, Yoda, and Starkiller?
Yep, Starkiller was the one that was on both. Yoda was on Xbox because it's green, and Darth Vader was
Sure.
on PS3 because the PS3 is black like Darth Vader. But I think after like 6 months to a year, you could buy the other console's character. And then Soul Calibur 5 had an Assassin's Creed character?
Oh, okay, I missed that. But I believe
and then
it.
Soul Calibur 6 had Geralt of Rivia and Tubi.
Tubi?
Yeah, Tubi is in Soul Calibur 6. Tubi is also in Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising.
Well, that one I knew, but I didn't know about Soul Calibur.
Yep. And Soul Calibur 6 has character creation, and when you do their, like,
Right, I did hear that.
Edge Master story mode thing, it actually has, it'll pull, like, people's uploaded created characters. So, like, the little bit when I played it, it was, oh, this looks incredible, wow.
It looks good. It looks really, like, I don't have, like, a ton of, like, comparison points because I did not play Odyssey, but it looks really good.
As a Mario guy, this is a game. There's a section in this game. I wonder if I can get that section going. That like almost made me cry. It was just like when you get to New Donk City, they like it's like after you save Pauline, they like throw a party for Mario, and there's like music playing, and you like go through, and it's like there's a really cool like tribute to Mario as a character. And then when you beat the game, you unlock a Super Mario 64 costume you can wear.
Okay, cool. Which is what you're wearing right now.
Yeah, and a Luigi hat. I think.
No, replay the game as Luigi in this one.
No, Luigi was in an update where
Okay.
they'd have like challenge modes where you talk to Luigi. He's like, "Hey, place my balloon," and similar to Mario Maker, how Mario Maker is like, "Hey, asshole, beat the level before you upload it online." It has a thing where it's like, "Okay, get there and then do it again before you upload the challenge," and people can like give their challenges. I'm sure that this mirror is probably like a trick, like you were saying, of just like camera and stuff, but that looks pretty good. Oh yeah, Dr. Mario. You can give him Luffy straw hat. Yeah, there's lots of cool Mario outfits in here, which is probably where they got the inspiration for the outfits in Mario Kart world. But I love the Mario 64 outfit.
God, I have to see Mario Kart soon. I'm so curious.
I think there's a way to redo the combo, but I'm not that worried about that.
Because, like, I don't know. It looks so different. Oh.
So yeah, when you beat the game, you unlock the Mushroom Kingdom, which is
Very Mario Galaxy, I think you get something similar where you get to go to the Mushroom Kingdom after you finish, or like after you do everything.
also remembering what the controls are for this game. I keep wanting to do Mario 64 controls, which I don't think Mario can dive in this one. Because you can go inside.
Oh.
And it's like kind of like the Mario 64.
They got rid of the doors to the levels.
It's the same music. I know there's... Because you can get to the fountain area. I remember.
Oh, the fountain. Okay, that's cool. Like where Big Boo's haunt is.
Yeah!
Yeah, okay. Probably in the back, I'd guess. Then you have... you don't have the waterfall on the side, which is interesting.
Scared.
Interesting. Yeah, this is really fun. Like, most of this isn't actually new to this version, but it's still...
This game at this resolution looks great. Alright, let's get to Mario Kart.
Okay. Jory, what is your Mario Kart experience?
I've played every single one except for the one on Game Boy Advance.
That's solid.
I'm very curious to see how this open
Mhm.
world is. The stuff I've seen make it seem like it's more like Diddy Kong Racing than it is like Forza Horizon.
Game Boy Advance is Super Circuit, right?
Yeah!
Okay.
It's one that plays similar to the Super Nintendo, the original one.
Did you play the one that like the half one kind of that was after 8 where it was like what is it called?
I'm not sure.
Mario Kart Tour is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, the mobile one!
Yeah, it's a mobile one. That's why I call it a half one.
I played it
Because I didn't.
slightly. I downloaded it, and then I saw how it played, and I was like, no, thank you.
Okay, got it.
Free.
Yeah,
Got-
I played some 64. I don't really like 64 a ton. I guess I played some like original as well, but barely. I played Double Dash a good amount. I played Double Dash a good amount. I played DS a lot. I played Wii a lot. And I played 7 an okay amount, and original 8 a decent like a lot, and 8 Deluxe actually just a little, if I'm being honest. I mostly just played Wii, like I played Wii a lot. It's basically the type of way.
I played the original DS one a lot. I played Wii some. I think Double Dash is probably one I played the least besides regular Mario Kart 8 because I didn't have a Wii at all.
Wild. You can now like mini turbo in place or something.
Yeah,
right?
I think making it a little bit easier. I think you get like a try to do it classic.
Yeah, I think you get at least I think they added purple. So I know 8 Deluxe added purple. I don't know if this has purple.
Yeah, when
Yeah, you can grind on rails. Yeah, you can grind on rails.
oh, Hamburger Mario, cool. Mario with the hat feels illegal. Especially
Yeah,
when in Mario Kart 64 when Mario loses his hat, he actively deletes it.
Oh yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, I know some things in this game are this like mini turbo in place, the rail grinding, and wall riding. I don't think you can ride on every wall, but there are walls you can ride on.
It looks like if you do turbo the classic way, you build it up faster. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's true. But they probably optimized away. Like I know, with the original 8, there was this technique called fire hopping that they got rid of in Deluxe because it was meta breaking in a way. Burger.
Well, yeah. When do you get your is your Switch 2 coming to the mail, Blockless? Hope they're getting an ad.
Oh.
Then I remember I got a Snapchat from Blockless saying, "Hey, I got the pre-order, so I'm wondering this must be coming to the mail," which probably easier when you live where they do.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Okay, so the open world isn't really a like. It's not like a narrative through.
No, I don't
You just
think
kinda
so.
like roam the world for fun.
Unless you can meet up with the other characters, but
Oh, man, that's how you unlock like other versions of characters, maybe.
okay. Oh my god, I didn't know they had.
high resolution renders of these characters. That's That's. Oh, and he's doing his Mario Odyssey dance. He kind of does this. So Mario Odyssey has a fun thing where there'll be like boomboxes or like people playing music, and when we get near them, he does like a little shuffle. Pauline, Peach, Toadette.
Interesting. Wow, they don't give you regular Daisy by default. Or they give you Baby Daisy.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
Same with Baby Rosalina, but not actual Rosalina. But Daisy is the best Mario Kart character. I mean, this is well known.
It's I've always found it funny that Rosalina is a heavy type racer in Mario Kart because and someone was like, yeah, she's because like planetary bodies are like huge. It's like, oh shit, you're right.
I guess, yeah. Penguin main TBH. Since Mario Kart, we have main Daisy, so I will continue to main Daisy if I do end up getting this game at some point.
Is like my favorite Mario guy. I like Shy Guys.
Yeah, did they get rid of bikes entirely, or I was not paying. Oh, okay. No, we got bikes. Okay, cool. I know you can't wheelie anymore though. That was.
No 200. I saw an article about no 200cc, but I imagine that's probably coming in a patch or DLC or something
very
later.
Possible.
Because that's what
Very
they did
possible.
with 8. Because 200cc didn't come till they released the
No,
DLC
much
for
later.
8.
And with Wii, they never officially added it. People unofficially made versions of the game with it in it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, there's Wii has like a massive like custom track scene and stuff like that, which has like actual servers for it. It's kind of wild.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I know. See, if this will pass the test as a fit, holy shit! Look at all those racers. See, this would pass the test for me if I can play Evil Bastard Mario, which is 200cc Baby Park chaotic items. So you're playing Baby Park at 200cc with like chain jumps only and like bomb off. It's so funny.
Do you know how the Grand Prix mode works in this game?
I do not.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. You will see.
I vaguely remember what was in the direct, and that's gonna be it. This game looks silly.
It looks really nice.
I mean, I know it's the kind of people that's what they really focus on, but seeing the just like performance brain people go smash enemies with PS5. I don't know, Nintendo, like, you buy a Nintendo console for the first party games, and Nintendo knows how to use their hardware.
Yeah, some other things I've heard is that. Right. You know, I've heard, not necessarily complaints, but like, people noting that, items seem, vastly nerfed in this game compared to older Mario, Kart games. It's really interesting.
I wonder if this game, I don't know how you can solve it in Mario, or really any racing game, but I know it's a big problem in racing video games. I don't know how it applies to real life, where even with things like the blue shell, like catch-up mechanics in Mario Kart, statistically, if you are in last place after the first lap in Mario Kart, unless it's a very competitive match, you're not gonna be able to get it.
So, in 8 Deluxe specifically, I know that there were tracks where there was like a legit strategy of like, but it varied drastically from track to track, and this, from what I have heard, seems more of a front-running game than previous Mario Karts, so it may actually be worth it.
There's a Goomba spot on the map because of Kamek spawned up with it. Fuck you up. That's really fun.
Oh, that's really good. So I'm very curious to see like how that evolves over time. What the like tech in this game looks like, frankly, because I don't know, it's just been interesting to follow that since like Mario.
To change my Twitch
Aren't we?
category. Let me fix that real quick.
Oh yeah.
Right before I win.
It's still.
I don't want people tuning in for
Yeah.
Oh, there 750k viewers right now on Mario Kart World. Wow, a lot of people are up late watching.
Oh yeah.
So shit.
Oh yeah. Or early in the case of Blacklist. Hello.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, cool! It's like a Outrun. Or Cruising USA.
Oh, a little bit. A little bit.
Oh, Rolling Stone. That's really good.
This is where like competitive players are gonna be a little upset about like how this works, I think. But ooh. What we got? Hamburger.
Picture.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I also chose the character that's gonna have the least like change to their outfit, so I will. I'll swap to Mario after because I.
Sure.
Just now realizing they're not gonna like take the mask off Shy Guy or anything like that. Mario don't have.
Oh my god. Could you imagine? Oh yeah.
Those proportions are.
He's
probably more in line with how he looks in Bonanza.
Yeah, I think so. No, I think like very like hardcore players are gonna be like, oh, this isn't how Mario Kart works with the straight line segment, and it's like true. Well, it's less true since 8 Deluxe, but it's just the Grand Prix mode, and I think one of the other modes. So I don't think it's a big deal. Like people who like. I don't know if this is how online matches work. I could understand them being upset in that case, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's not how time trials are gonna work.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of them care about. Okay, not that early over there. Okay, right. There are still, like, glider-ish things. Oh! Yeah, there are still gliders.
Oh, bounce off the car.
Well,
that's crazy tech you can do. Oh, fuck. You can bounce it off the cars.
Do you have a look back button in this game? Like, with, like, look backwards button. Like, X or Y. Oh.
That's not bad.
Jump over. Yeah, like in older games, you can use X or Y. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you just right into blue shell. Sorry. So if you notice where you are now, You are on your next track. And it's lap 3, so you actually only get like 1 lap on everything except for the first track, I think. Which is fascinating. Uh-oh. What does that mean?
Oh, the headlights put on one camera, that's
It's really interesting that it's like, yeah, you drive and then you do 1 lap at this next track.
That's a fun way to set up like tracks instead of just like either three laps or just a straight line. It has like a different setup.
Right. Yeah, Flockless, I agree about the tracks being only 1 lap. My counterpoint being that I know this is true in Grand Prix. I don't know how true it is in other game modes. But
drafting.
oh yeah, we love drafting.
Incredibly funny to me is that like fuck it, you can be the cow, you can be the craziest pull that I've seen so far is the crab from Mario Brothers. Not Super Mario Brothers, but the first Mario branded arcade game where you hit the bricks under the monsters.
Oh, that was wonderful.
And also the I think that was that in the boot? Or is that this?
I don't
I think
so.
that was for this. I remember seeing that after the direct.
Yeah.
Like it says the boot, so that was like that stuff.
That's really cute.
I know a lot of people were disappointed in like, oh cool, the lack of like Kart customization, but
I am fine with that. We didn't used to have that until 7, I think. So
yeah. And I know, especially if you were playing competitively, it was like there's like 3 layouts. You're gonna use like a few different combinations for better play depending on the track. That's about it.
Yep. And truth be told, that's kind of always been true in Mario. I don't know, it's always been true, but it's at least been true since Mario Kart DS. Where in DS,
Trials and Wii, it's just you do Funky Kong with the like specific motorcycle. That's
you do Funky Kong Flame Runner is what you do. There, actually, that has changed slightly recently, but actually, I shouldn't say it was always Funky Kong Flame Runner because sometimes it was Funky Kong Spear, but it was basically always that. Funky Kong was like.
It's not just Funky Kong.
I think it's always Funky Kong. There might actually, I think there's 1 or 2 where you have to use a light character instead. So you will not be using Funky Kong there. I don't know if there's any ones that use medium characters. But yeah, like with Mario Kart DS, it was always like Dry Bones and Yoshi were like the main 2, but you would use Rob's cart or Yoshi's egg cart. And then
There have some people in the WeR Discord who are very disappointed that there's still no Rob in Mario Kart since DS.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
What kind of outfit does Waluigi have on? I don't like what he's got going on for that portrait.
It's strange. And then, Wii was always, Funky Kong's the best, Daisy's the second best. I don't remember who's third best, but like online it was always Funky Kong and Daisy basically. And then 7 I have no clue. 7 I barely played. 8 was Morton on the Teddy Buggy with like something else, which I thought was really funny. But 8 Deluxe was completely different, where any basically middleweight character was good, like Yoshi and Daisy, and a few others using like the buggy, or there was another. The Biddy Buggy was one. There was one of the motorcycles I think was pretty good, but I don't remember specifically the other. I know for a while Waluigi was the best in 8 Deluxe though, but that changed after Hatch. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. The next track on the map too. It's the little zigzaggy area. I think I know what track this is too. If it is, there's potentially a point count.
Yeah, I can tell by looking at Velcro's eyes that it's more in line with the Smart steering off. Okay. I saw that fucking blade pop. Hold on. It's not as it took me this long to realize, so it's not as harsh as it was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You notice immediately. I don't have control of this game.
Well, I've noticed that, barring only in very few situations does attitude pick you up in this game. Like, I think if you fall off the track, there's like going to be an obvious thing, but a very real thing with Mario Kart 8.
We've got a giant robot Donkey Kong going up reverse like it's the original Donkey Kong.
It's really cool. I don't know what this track's called, and that's maybe one thing that's missing in the Grand Prix mode right now is like you don't get to see like the title card where it like zooms around the map, which is not like a critical thing. I want the jump pads to go over the barrels. Ooh, people are close.
It's very better than they normally do for 50cc.
Yeah, they're doing decently well for 50. Normally, there's definitely a difference with 50. Oh, okay, so this is like, I see. So there's like not each zigzag, but multiple zigzags are counted as multiple laps, which is really interesting. Oh, okay. That's good. Okay, here's where I know you can run over. I don't know how you do it, but there's a way to do it.
There we go. Whoa!
Cool level design. Oh my god. And that's the cup.
Cool.
The laps are super weird there, block-wise, but it's a really cool track. Yeah, I bet they purposely designed the cups so that like the straightaway segments were there's only one lap here, tend to be the ending of the Grand Prix. So you would get basically the first one you get 3 laps, the second and third you only get 1, but the fourth you get like basically the full experience, at least in a few places. Yeah, it's really, really well designed, I think. Very curious to see how, like, I think this is going to be casually a very, very good game. Competitively, I'm very curious to see how it does. It'll be
Love
really
your
interesting.
character Donkey Kong.
Awesome. Well, Donkey Kong music.
Oh, there's only 3 costumes for Shy Guy. That, I guess.
Yeah.
There's only 2 for Pauline. Boo.
That's a shame.
3 for Baby Luigi. Of course, Mario's probably gonna have the most.
Figure out
But
how you
only
get
has
Daisy.
2 packs. Yoshi. Oh, I mean, most of them are probably just like different color Yoshis. Actually, you know what?
You unlock Daisy by completing the flower cup.
Thanks for the autograph.
Is that a police car? Went, I don't know which way it went. Oh my god, is that like a cannon? That
Over Yoshi, cool.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh? I think the same bags give the same meals, maybe. Oh, we got music notes over there? This is cool. Nailed it.
Okay.
These little things. And this is one of the tracks for sure.
Yeah.
Also, I know system in this game. So like if you pause, oh maybe you can't do it in free roam. Okay, I don't know. It might just be a time trial only thing. No, it's not. It's also a thing in versus races. Where like if you mess something up, you can rewind, but all the other players keep moving. It looked fascinating to me.
I love the like loungy jazz renditions of these Mario tunes. The Yoshi theme Oh,
You got it. It was mean though.
Dolphin!
Catch them while you're and you bump into them. Miss anything? Like, oh my god, they're moving.
Cow is such a inspired choice.
Snowman is out there too. Free roam's gonna be cool, I think. Now, what I want to see is the speed run to get all of the challenges in free roam, all the little P-switches. Oh, Nabbit. golden route.
I'll do Wii.
Alright.
We're gonna try a bike, even though I've never really cared for bikes. I feel like bikes controlled better on Mario Kart Wii than they have in any
Yeah.
of the games after.
So bikes were always the meta in Mario Kart Wii, barring a few speedrun strats that use carts actually, which is fascinating. Given that's more a recent thing, where there's like very weird tricks for carts on Rainbow Road and stuff like that. But you could do wheelies on bikes in Wii, and that was like a huge advantage because you got massive speed boost from it. Whereas in DS, well, one, you didn't have bikes, but you could just snake everywhere in DS. So you should be cracking his knuckles? But I think
By
the...
a king.
Oh! Everyone is here.
Was it on? We're playing Pirate Warriors 2 for the channel. There was like an old tweet that's like, AOP rewrite gotta include everyone's thing. Why is also wife like a bus driver?
Oh my god.
Bike control is way better for bikes control than
Yeah, so 8 bikes, there were 2 different types. Some controlled like very weird, and some controlled very similar to carts. And I think all of them control like carts do now. Which is, I think, good. Because the 8 bikes that controlled like inward drift were super weird. 8 Wii inward drift bikes were fine. It was just 8 inward drift bikes were weird.
big ass hands.
Mm-hmm. Interesting it doesn't do the pop-up. I guess it does for red shells, but not green. You just have to rely on your hearing for green. And the back, but most people don't. Myself included. Oh right, do you automatically trail items in this game? Like if the banana is your number 1 slot, is it automatically trailing behind you? Or am I misremembering that? It's like the coin trails. The feather trails, I guess. I'm curious if like banana... Yeah, I think I heard that, and I was kind of surprised by it. I'm curious if like an auto-trailing banana can... Ooh, nice dodge. Can block the shell. Oh, that's... I don't know if you lose items from lightning in this game. Lightning is not nearly... Oh, it looks like it'll block the shell. Without doing anything. But yeah, lightning has been severely nerfed. Which is... Well, you can't block that one, yeah. I wonder if you can dodge...
One of the Mario monsters that in quotes shows up in the original Mario Bros. movie.
Actually, on that topic, did not Mario movie, it was what was I thinking? Did they get rid of the super horn? Huh. Yeah. I'm gonna look the thing as it's spinning, see if I can see it somewhere. Are you playing knockout mode?
I am.
Okay, I was wondering.
Oh, I didn't just see the Super Bowl. I think you just can't get it.
Okay. Or it'd be rare in first. Now, this is really interesting. So yeah, you had to get 16th or better through the first one. Now you have to get 12th or better through the second.
It's basically Mario Kart Battle Royale.
It kind of is.
Why is there a Golden Koopa shell?
Oh, radio stations of free run would be so cool. Wow, you're so right.
You just switch between like Mario, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, or it's different like custom. So you do different like genre renditions. They don't have kind of like jazzy ones. One's like more of a rock, more like metal.
Oh, so every station's playing the same song but in a different genre, so when you change where you are on the map. Be cool. I love it when games do
I'll give it auto trail to block the shot.
that. Okay, hell yeah.
Milk. What is milk?
Milk. What is... How...
Farmer.
Oh, farmer.
It looks silly with Jack Crap.
Yes, it does look very silly.
Oh, yeah, connecting to Nintendo Music would be a good idea. So if you wanted to listen to like Star Fox while you're playing. It would be funny if like Star Fox was just like buried in here as a secret unlock. Like we're not gonna get one
I mean, they added Link, which is already...
Mario Kart 8 had Link, Links, had the F-Zero Kart.
Yeah, they
And
had
Mercedes.
was Isabel in it?
Isabel was, yeah.
Yeah.
In Deluxe. Alongside, like,
In Deluxe, sorry. In Deluxe, I should
Were the
mention
Inklings
that.
the DLC?
I don't remember them being in it at all.
Yeah, they must have been in Deluxe.
I don't
think
even think...
Also the, like, DLC pass booster, whatever they called it for Mario Kart 8 was, added a lot of characters. Holy
very possibly. I know they added like... I think they added like Pink, Gold, Peach, and like... maybe not Gold Mario, like... Metal Mario?
yeah.
I think those are 8 Deluxe editions. Actually, those ones seem old though. Those ones may have been original cast members.
I know that they had the like DLC pack that released like 2 or 3 years later.
Yeah.
Because that had like black and stuff
Yeah, maybe?
It added a bunch of characters and tracks from 2.
Yeah, they added, like, they basically doubled the number of tracks in the game, practically. Oh. Yeah, cool. Where you can do the knockout race. That's still cool. Actually, pause real quick here. I'm curious. Okay, no, never mind. I wanted to see if there was the rewind thing here.
I'm using tilt controls.
Oh wait, what are these? Oh.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, but I'm not seeing the rewind thing here, so I don't know where that shows up. Or if it got cut or something. But what was the thing in previews?
Got a donut. All-terrain
Oh, hell yeah.
Motocross Luigi. Excite Bike Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive how they were able to craft a world that flows together like this with no seams or loading screens or anything in an ongoing race. And it feels normal.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure they were like, well, we can't bring this track over because we can't fit it somewhere for some tracks and things like that, but really cool.
That's something I'm willing to have sacrificed, but probably less legacy tracks can do something cool like this. I'm curious how this game framework
Yeah, I have no clue. You think they're going to do a Fortnite model where they swap out places for others?
That'd be kind of fun.
Could be.
Or they could do it like in Forza. I can't remember what Forza Horizon it is. You can like change the seasons and the like layout kind of changes. I could see it being kind of something like that.
Okay, this is it. You have to get first.
This feels like a Mario Kart 7 track.
It kind of does. Oh. Barrel. I like their rolling barrels in this one, it seems. Those are acorns. Barrels of trees. Always saying this. Hell yeah.
I did it!
What do you think so far, right?
Can't find any new info on the rewind? Okay, yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up as well. Rewind in new. No, these are old photos.
How many guys are in this game?
Woo!
They have a ghost that's not a boo in this game. That's
Interesting. Oh, weird. It's not. We're not talking about it on the subreddit. Is there a Mario Kart World subreddit? There's a Nintendo Switch one.
There's like a top button.
I don't see real out there characters we haven't seen trailers at. Oh boy.
There's no more home camp. That's better.
Mm.
That's my favorite thing to do at like the start of levels is honk and everyone's like honks.
Oh, of course. This comes as no surprise to me. Monolith Soft announced they helped out on Mario Kart World by creating environments and character designs. Least surprising thing in the world to me. Like, the way everything flows together feels incredibly Monolith Soft. Oh my god.
It's like one of the funniest things in Mario Odyssey is when you go to New Donk City and there's Mario next to like a more realistic proportioned looking human being. Like, this of you guys is not natural. Mario is just also, here it is. I'm going to do a quick demo of the game sharing, and then I think it is bedtime for me because I work today and I also work tomorrow. So. My girlfriend doesn't know that I'm borrowing this game from her, but that is fine. Because I could easily give it back digitally. But the cool thing with this is that you can do it with anyone in your family group. I don't know if you can do it over the internet. Probably not. But there you go. Now I'm borrowing Echoes of Wisdom, and it's downloading. Which Echoes of Wisdom is one of them that got a frame up, like a Switch 2 upgrade. Which I think is mostly HDR resolution and frame rate, but
yeah, I don't feel like that one needed a ton. But cool though.
I wonder if any game I should go through and delete the icons for games I don't own
Oh my god, I'm
physically
looking
anymore.
at some of these Mario Kart characters, and oh my god.
I need to figure out my Link's Awakening is, because Link's Awakening is another one that got an update. I am surprised that they don't have an update for either of the Hyrule Warriors games, especially Age of Calamity, because that was a game where I played the demo and was like, I'm not gonna go through this on this console. I'll boot up Captain Toad real quick, because that one has a update. I think it's just for resolution.
I still don't know how you're doing. Oh, I found an article.
That's played 4 years ago. Alright. I got Captain Toad on a pricing error because Walmart.com had promo codes for Captain Toad for like $5 because it's supposed to be just for the DLC. It gave the full game plus the DLC.
It's funny, yeah, I found an article about Rewind that doesn't actually tell you how to do Rewind, which is like... Yep, that's just, you know, cool.
Oh no, never mind. I thought it was using the mouse for the cursor on there, but it's just using the regular IR motion controls on
Okay.
the Joy-Con. It's like,
Got it.
bummer.
It'd be pretty cool if they had added that.
I know they have mouse control for Fortnite,
That makes complete sense.
so you can do like a hybrid control of controlling the
Mhm.
character with one controller and mouse control for a look.
That honestly rules. Like, that genuinely makes a big difference. Yeah, Plotquas, I'm in the same place. Do you have it downloaded or no?
I'm gonna see how fast it is to download.
Oh, there's no way it's fast. Fortnite. I mean, I guess the Switch version's gonna be smaller.
Deltarune.
Saroon. Oh yeah, Plotquas, you excited for Deltarune?
35 gigs, that's pretty big, but on PC it's like twice that? But also, I don't think I've mentioned
Yeah.
it yet, but a big improvement here too is that you can download games while you're playing other games, which you could not do on the
Right,
Switch
right.
One at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
I mean, oh, that's so
oh, you can
interesting.
group the software. That's big.
Oh, okay,
So I
that's
can
cool.
go.
Now we just need themes.
Yes. Ooh, let me see if this will. Yeah. You can use the mouse for this. That's cool. That's also way easier than using the buttons. Emulation is in the built-in keyboard. They know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you can just go to the groups. Oh, that's.
Okay.
Oh, using a mouse, dude. Okay, Pirate Warriors 3 shouldn't be too big. Because I kind of want to see how a non-Switch enhanced game, if I even notice anything. $4, yeah, 13 gigs. Eh? Yeah, we've been playing Pirate Warriors
Mhm.
2 on the Patreon because it's like crazy ass fan fiction. Instead of just playing through the story of the series, it's wild.
It's that
City's
one
super
season of
goofy.
Yu-Gi-Oh, but for One Piece.
Kinda, yeah.
I don't remember if that's season 3 or 4, but or 5, honestly. I cannot remember for the life of me. I'm too tired right now.
I think it's 3?
Makes sense.
The one where you're talking about, the one where they're like, okay, we
The
know
Atlantis one.
Yugi and Kaiba need to go into even though we know they need to have their big duel, but we're gonna go into the virtual world instead.
No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the
Oh.
Atlantis one, which did not exist in the manga at all. It was an entirely made-up season for the show. It's also
Okay.
considered one of the worst seasons of the show. It's probably 4, but
So I remember watching through all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a decade ago.
mhm.
Yeah, that is season 4.
Mhm.
Episode 1. Duel monsters are becoming real, and Kaiba's company receives the blame. I remember that season's the one that had the fucking absolute nonsense, crazy ass ending where the guy's like, because of the Orichalco's power, my monster has
Mhm.
infinity attack, infinity defense. I'm like, there's no way Yugi can beat this. Like, how could he beat infinity? And then he does. It's like, oh well, he is the king of games. Oh, game chat. Is there anyone I can game chat with? I don't even know if anyone on my friends list has. I do
Yeah,
have a camera, but I did not. I was like, I don't. I'm not even gonna bother unboxing that because I won't have the opportunity to set it up,
Right.
or like be playing with anyone who's gonna be using one. So
Mhm.
I bought it just
I mean, do
in
you have
case.
to use
During the opening,
Yeah.
it was like, "Hey, test out the camera," but I might just return it.
Yeah. Do you have to use their camera?
You have to use a Nintendo Switch approved camera. I don't think I can just plug in a Logitech.
Okay. So wait, Piranha? Wait. Hold on. Plockwest has a great question.
I
Did
I
you
got
get
the
the
regular
Piranha?
one. The
Okay.
Piranha Plant one is like $10 more.
Okay.
But I think eventually I'll get a Piranha Plant one because I'm weak and also it looks cool. Like it'd be similar to how like I don't really use Amiibo, but they look cool on my shelf.
Mm-mm.
Alright. Well, thought this would be a little bit faster, but I'm getting too
I
sleepy.
think,
It is
yeah, I think this is a good stopping
2:17
point.
p.m. So I'm gonna thank everyone who's watching. Uh oh, it does have a worse resolution.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
here the regular camera is like 50 and the Piranha Plant one is 60. I don't know if that's. Oh wow, yeah, it's like $10
Whoa.
more here.
Okay. That's so interesting.
But yeah, thank everyone for coming by. I
Yeah.
hope.
No, this was fun, Jory. Thank you for allowing me to join you for this.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by because uh I also struggle to stream by myself because I'm like, I don't know, I need someone to bounce
Oh,
it
it's very
off.
hard. It's very, very hard.
Especially because I
Um,
was for like 20ish of those minutes I was locked out of my house, but streamed for 4 hours straight. So
yeah.
I'm gonna switch it over
Get some sleep.
and thanks for watching.